Hello, hello, and hello. I'm the S.O.C.K, aka the 32-time reigning, defending Australian hopscotch champion, and I'm hyped because we're getting a little shadowy today, a little dark shadow. Shadow. I had that planned out better in my head before I started, but we're here for the third session of Beast of Burden. Last session, Brother Anton the Crusader, Cowan the Chronicler, Findal the Druid, and Relthar the
Oh,
Chosen were joined by two new party members after the Penanglin fight. These new members are Phallus Cloudtop, a squire and friend to Brother Anton, and then Mulia, a noble-born assassin on a search for a childhood friend. They returned to camp and settled a dispute between two of the guards before eventually joining a gambling game called Wizards and Thieves. As the party was underway, Cowan the Chronicler convinced Captain Knuckle to let the caravan have a good time and relax, and more conversations from Cowan and Brother Anton revealed more about the bad blood between Captain Knuckle and Brother Edrin, stemming from Knuckle's dark past. After our night of deep talks and festivities, the party joined one of the guard recruits named Heidi, a young woman mysteriously covered head to toe in a knight's helmet and wearing thick clothing all over. They joined her to check all the snares she had improved on and were shocked to find a baby polar bear in one of them, a creature that's not native to this habitat, suspiciously. Soon after, a crossbow bolt flies in, revealing two men identifying themselves as members of a beast hunting group called the Beast Boys. As both sides argued over the fate of the baby polar bear, loud growling was heard as the mother bear emerged from the bushes, riddled with strange arrows. But we don't pick up with that just yet. It is a little bit loud. Let me turn it down just a little bit. There we go. As the fate of our desperate heroes hangs in the balance, the scene opens to an overhead view of a dimly lit hallway. The camera crawls along the ceiling as pale vines and plant overgrowth dominate this ruined structure. Flowers with petals made of glass grow from this labyrinth of vines, and mangled corpses line the hallway. Foul beasts tear into these corpses, the blood offering sustenance to the alien plant life. And the camera settles over top a doorway to a dimly lit room, and a hulking amalgamation of corpses given shape shuffles into the room. It bows to a figure standing over blueprints on a balcony, and it speaks with dozens of voices as it says, "Sire, the matrons have taken territory in the western reaches, and more beasts enter the southeastern borders of the Shatter." The amalgamation and the foul beasts cower, sensing his anger as this figure looks up. "Do not disturb my designs with this useless drivel. Send the hounds to the southeast, and give them orders to collect. It is time to bolster the ships, and more soldiers are needed." "But sire, your lieutenant is not fully adjusted. He is unstable. He..." And the figure raises a hand to interrupt him. "He will be fine." "As you wish, sire." And as the scene fades to black, rows of warships line the ruined cavern below, as the sound of bone loudly snapping echoes. And in this current moment, you all in this marshy forest hear a loud snap as this polar bear looms over you, kind of snapping over a branch. And that is where we get straight back into combat. Give me 1 second. We can go ahead and roll a d6 to decide who goes first in this. This is definitely going to be
Hey,
a tense situation.
I recognize this initiative system.
all right, brother Anton.
Hey, it's
Sorry.
Oh wait, no, that's fine.
It works out.
slash R roll.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I mean, it's all good. Caleb already
Oh,
got.
Caleb
Yeah,
already rolled. Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind.
I'm used to owlbear, so when I clicked the D6, I thought I was loading it to roll, but then it rolled. So glad I did.
Yep. So you guys go first. You can decide who wants to go first in this situation. Right now, to explain the situation, since I know it's been like a month since the session.
I remember I
Um,
disarmed with.
yeah.
I disarmed
Findal.
them with somebody else.
Yeah, Findal and Brother Anton. You have the Beast Boys weaponry. They're definitely looking at Brother Anton right now because they just got out of their transfixion. And then there's the Mother Bear that's like has just breached the bushes off to your left.
Okay. That's
What do we
right.
do?
That's
What do we do?
If I remember correctly, I calmed down the baby polar bear a bit.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, is it enough for me to try to direct it somewhere not near me?
It's gonna be probably like running away from the commotion as this is happening. Its leg is kind of like shattered, so it's gonna have to like crawl itself. But yeah, you don't have to worry about it. It's 100% intimidated with all the chaos going on.
Oh, I'm worried about Mama Bear. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm trying to get Baby Bear as far away from me as possible. Hopefully, over
Yeah.
towards that young guard Drake. Oh, is there a way that I can like coax it with some meat, or try to, lure it with some, pheromone, whatever the heck that druid may have in his many-pocketed cloak, to kind of coax it towards the young guard Drake and Beast Boy in black armor.
I had a similar plan. I might want to join in with
The
Findal.
only reason why it's tough is because it's one of the things I described last session too. That its leg is broken. It's not even like it just has like a small gash. You destroyed the trap that was like keeping it in place, Findal, with the spell that you cast. But its leg is like it's gonna be moving half near. So I would probably say just make me a animal handling check to give it the vibe that like it will be safe heading in that direction, because the guard Drake is currently in the cage right now.
Sounds good. Would that be a charisma?
That would be a wisdom check.
Wisdom? Okay.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, I was helping Findle with the baby bear, and I was trying to bond with it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Findle, if it's okay with you, would it be all right if I carried it to the mom?
Oh, that's crazy. But if you really want to, I'm not going to stop you. I think Findle is trying to get the bear away from us so we don't get mauled to death.
Yeah, so
right,
here's
I
the
think...
situation. I just want to be transparent so you don't waste your turn on doing something. The problem with this, even in like real life nature sort of situations, once it's perceived a threat in like the general vicinity of the baby polar bear, even if for example the baby polar bear were to like run past it or something like that, it would still try to take you guys out because it's enraged as arrows like sunk into its back, and then it sees a whole bunch of like people all around while its leg is like gushing with blood. So the mother like one of those things where the mother bear is not kind of like persuadable in this situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to direct its rage towards our enemies. That's basically Findle's goal.
So I have a similar plan, and I want to try to do this like in timed action. So I know we don't have hold actions in the game stuff, but Relthar, knowing that this is enraged mama bear coming, would either like drag the baby or somehow make a loud commotion right in front of the guard Drake's cage, which I assume like is not open; it's locked, right?
Yeah, it's locked right now. Yeah.
So he would pull the baby bear over there, make a big commotion, a big stink to get the attention, and hold his spell to when the bear charges him, and then go invisible and sort of duck and roll out of the way. And so he crashes into the cage and hits the gate of the guard Drake and hopefully breaks the lock mechanism or the door or something, but also hold him in that direction, which is also where the other Beast Boys are as well.
Okay, yeah, it's whoever wants to do carry out the thing of like carrying it near the cage, you can definitely do that, and then it'll be beelining 100% for its to make sure its baby isn't like dying first, but then after that it will be handling mama business.
I rolled an 18 to coax it towards the cage.
I'll help as well.
Okay, actually I think it should be within half near. Let me see. You might be able to save yourself a turn, Relthar, if it can just naturally move there. Yeah, okay, so that's within 15 feet, which is like half near sort of situation. So 18 is enough to, you direct it however you go about it and everything. And it like crawls along the ground, like, blood is trailing behind it as it shuffles near the cage. But then it looks back for its mother and stuff.
So yeah,
that's fine.
That point I'll kind of stand there, somewhat menacing, but mostly just a big distraction to get the bear the kind of the northern part of this map here over towards me.
Mm-hmm.
And at the last moment,
Findle's gonna move the fuck back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
I'm like, Relthar's like, stand back. I've got this. And I've got this like,
Oh,
giddy
don't worry,
glee.
you can have it.
And I'm super excited. I'm like, oh, I got this. I got this. And he's
Idiot's
like,
gonna fucking die.
he's about to cast a spell from the mask, so it does invisibility. I'm hoping I could do this. And I don't know if I need like a charisma check or just a straight spell check, but I want to hold the spell until it's charging right at me and then spell and then take the rest of my movement to dodge roll. Make
There's not
sense?
really any role necessary. Yeah, you can just if you're waving your hands trying to get its attention, you're near closest to the baby, so it definitely will head towards your direction.
And I'm like right at the cage and the bear, so I want to be like it can crash into me. If it doesn't see me, it'll go to the cage. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Want me to wait? Want me to roll? See if I go.
Yeah, no, there's no roll necessary. I was just trying to see if you were doing anything else in your turn. But no, I try not to add rolls, especially with Shadowdark. I try not to make you roll if it's not really necessary. Its baby is near you, and then like that's the direction it'll be heading, and you're waving your arms, so it's agitated. So it'll just look like a red cape with the bull sort of situation.
Yeah, but I want to cast invisibility just when he's on top of me, which is a little out of the turn order. I understand.
Yeah, you can just I'll probably for ready to actions, you just spend your action to ready an action for a specific trigger. That's all fine.
That's some kind of weird 5e thing. I don't understand.
It's not. There's no reactions in the system, but basically you're foregoing your turn to have something trigger on like a later time, as long as it's like before the start of your next turn. Then like a ready action can trigger whenever. It's like the sort of situation where like, okay, I want to forego my action to draw my bow and wait until it comes around the corner, and then you fire, that sort of thing. So you're still using up your action.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke, I know.
No, you're all good. Who else hasn't gone? Brother Anton, Calwin, Phalos.
Yeah, since I'm kind of in the thick of it up here, I think I would like to. Which one of these guys looks the most cocky? One of the Beast Boys.
Definitely the one in the black armor, because he was the one that was like doing the lead talking and everything, and he has he's holding the chain that is attached to the cage.
Okay. I think I'm going to attack him with my spear. So I will move up here, and then I will make a heroic d20 roll.
I was about to ask you if we should arm them for the polar bear, but I guess you've answered that question.
I was literally about to say that when
they
they got around to their turn. They're like telling you like, all right, well, let's settle our differences for now. You just hand us back our weapons. They're getting like panicked and everything.
No, they're too cocky. I'm going to attack him.
Not fucking happening.
He's diametrically opposed to me, so I must. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And that will be a d6 plus 1. For 4 points of damage.
Nice.
I lunge my spear into his gut.
He looks at you with cold fury and it's blood gushing down his stomach.
And I just kind of say, we were not lying about you trespassing here. And then I pull the spear out of his gut, and I'm like, I have my shield and my spear up, and I'm kind of just trying to keep.
Not mean to roll that.
Phalos, were you taking your thing next? He accidentally GM rolled it to me, but you really rolled a nat 20 for 12 fucking damage.
I was trying to fucking just play with this, but yeah, I was gonna run over and help out Brother Anton, saying that I'm his little buddy.
Yes, master.
Yes.
Squire Phalos, which are you attacking the one that just that brother?
Yeah, I'll attack the same one as Brother Anton. Fuck yeah, you just see me
how do you
running
kill
up
him?
behind him. How do I kill him?
That's 12 damage you just
Holy
rolled.
shit.
Yeah, I run at him, and it's like just kind of like stab it right into his gut, just like ah.
Yeah,
He doesn't even see it coming.
Yeah, he's
Little halfling covered in blood.
He's focused on Brother Anton that was in the front, so he gets ready to start like this is a stone cold motherfucker. They fight monsters and shit. So he started like pulling the spear like a little bit further in so he could get a chance to grab his weapons off you and everything. But as he did that, another spear lunges in from like behind him, and it goes in through the other side. So he's skewered with 2 spears, and he Like blood just gushes out of his mouth before he can say anything, and he falls limp.
I look in shock down at young Phallos as he does that. And I give him a nod of approval.
Alright. Yeah, next fucker! I'm gonna turn and look the other one.
Hell
He
yeah.
looks terrified right now. Who else is?
I didn't realize I had set to GM only. I don't use Roll20 that much, so I'm very new to this site.
Yeah, you're all good. Cowan and Mulia.
Yeah. Seeing that my companion has just my two companions have just slayed one of these guys. I don't really like. Colwyn doesn't see these guys as like his enemies. He'd probably just yell at the one in the blue armor. Get out of here right now! Just run, go!
He's gonna be making an intelligence check on his turn. These are like prideful beast hunters, so this isn't the first time he's faced like a fatal situation, and he did get his fancy weapons taken.
Good call, Calvin. We'll shoot him in the back as he flees.
Fucking Christ.
They started this, and we're gonna end it.
And
You're not leaving the Shadowdark tonight.
Shadowdark.
Exactly what I was thinking.
That's right.
well, Mulia's gonna head over here. Is that within her? And she's seeing everyone. She saw the baby polar bear go off, so she's like, I can fight now. And so she moves over there and tries to attack this one up here, the blue armor one, with her infernal chain of annihilation.
She's looking at you. You know, he's looking at you like, let's be reasonable now. 22 to hit. Yeah.
I don't know if I hit. Did I hit it twice?
No,
sorry?
give me 1 second. I just realized that it was accidentally set to. I think I set you guys' things to GM only by accident when I was just testing you guys'
okay.
rolls, so it didn't.
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
gonna say, I'm not seeing rolls right now, so.
Yeah, no, it's because I had it set to send to GM for some reason. So no, that's a 22 to hit, and the two things of damage you see right there are for if you have your like the flames active on your chain, but they're not.
Gotcha.
That's just 2 damage.
All right. Well, that's her turn.
Yeah, you dash over, stepping into like the shallow ponds that make up this marshy area, and you just unsheath this spiked razor chain and you whirl it towards him, and I think it like wraps around his arm and just tears at his armor, so his arm is bleeding heavily.
I smile.
Calwyn, are you doing anything other than the blue armor guy's not leaving? Basically, I mean, actually, he'll still make the intelligence check just to see if he is getting ganged up on right now. But are you doing anything on your turn?
I really don't have anything. I can. I guess I am in the line of fire with that bear. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my wand and ready myself. I'm gonna ready an action to use one of its abilities. I don't want to say it just out loud just yet, but I think you know which one.
Yeah, I have an idea. So you use your action to ready the wand with an eyeball at the end of it. The iris starts to have a little bit of a dull golden glow as you're prepping this sort of action. So let me see here. I think Heidi is currently like frozen in fear just with this whole situation. So I think she's gonna just hang back for a second. Let me see here. I think that is everybody. So it's going to be going on the enemy's turn. I'm going to handle the Beast Boy, the lone remaining Beast Boy first. It's classic Shadowdark. One of the guys got instantly decimated, but he's going to make an intelligence check here.
It be like that sometimes.
A 3, yeah, no, he's 100% like, doesn't give a fuck about this like life-threatening situation. He's worried about his fancy weapons that he's earned in his time period as a beast hunter, so that's what he's focused on. And with that being said, he's gonna run over. I'll say this is a contested strength check between Brother Anton and this beast boy.
Oh dear.
He's gonna try to rip away.
Nope.
Do I have a plus to my strength? I do not. It's just a flat roll. Oh, that's not
21.
fair.
Oh.
Yeah, so he grabs his crossbow and his sword from you, this finely crafted longsword, and he basically just says something along the lines of like, "You wanted the sword, you can have it," and he's about to get ready to slash at you. Let's see here. It's 2 longsword attacks. So a 21 hits for the first one. That is 4 damage to you as he slashes you along the shoulder.
You don't
Going
use
down
your
to
shoulder for
15.
anything, dude.
I take another. Is it 8 damage total?
No, that's just that's just 4 damage because the second attack was a 9, which doesn't hit you.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. He's gonna disengage and I think he's gonna take cover behind Cowan and Fallows. Basically, just stand behind you guys, so he's like you're between him and the bear. Let me see here. So now the mother polar bear, you can activate that ready to action Rothar because she is charging towards you. Just oof, oof. And bears are quick, so it's like from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah. So I will go invisible and then roll over here. It's not clear on the mask how you intend it. Is it like the halfling, you just go invisible, or is it like the spell where I have to make the successful spell roll?
No, you just go invisible. It's like the halfling, yeah.
Great.
Like this spectral.
Fallows,
Yeah.
I'm special too.
These
So I'm
spectral
invisible.
sort of- Mhm.
Me just twisting the spear still inside this guy. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
these
I'm busy
invisible and
bathing
tumbling.
in his blood.
Oh my god!
I'm full Dark Souls 1 and 2, but not 3, rolling around.
You went.
Saint Tyrannus loves me.
You cast invisibility, and then you're just rolling.
Yeah, just armor roll.
yeah, you guys hear sloshing.
Fat
together.
rolling.
Shune
As
chose me to live.
these spectral sort of like ghostly spirits waft out of your mask and cover over your whole body, so you just disappear in this this haze of like this pale mist. And
So I'm hoping she oh, it's good.
yeah, she crashes into the mother polar bear crashes into the cage, and kind of like sniffs the baby polar bear on the ground to make sure it's okay. And I think this is probably just going to be a random roll here. So
That's a spicy meatball.
I'll take a D50, a D45 roll. And
So the people that are within its sight mainly are Brother Anton, Phallos, and Mulia and Cowan. So this is just going to be a D4 to see.
Time has come.
And Anton is on a 1, Phallos is on a 2, Cowan you're on a 3, and then Mulia you're on a 4.
All right, now type /roll1. Oh no!
I think because it kind of makes sense because as it entered the scene, the crashing like from the bushes, the first thing it saw was its bleeding child. It's the baby polar bear was leaning its head in your hands and everything, so it just saw you were the closest person to it initially. So it
Makes sense, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, she rounds the corner as mud kind of flies up in the air. She changes direction and lunges towards you.
Oh no!
Let me
dwarves
see.
are known as
The first time I get to see
forest.
polar bear damage.
It's a good thing it didn't hit twice. A 21 for the second attack. The 9 misses on the first one. So it throws this large paw at you that's like the size of your head and sails above your head as you kind of duck down. But then it leaps back up and lunges and slashes you across the gut. So that's 8 damage.
Gotcha, thanks.
And that is the enemy's turn. It is now round 2.
Before that, could I activate my held action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So I point my my wand at the sky, and I'll say in Elvish, "Give me a bird's eye view." And I I believe it's golden, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, golden wings sprout off my back, and with a powerful burst, they give me flight. And if possible, I'd like to make a beeline towards Mulia and try to scoop her up out of the.
So the held action was for the wings to activate specifically.
Sure.
Not for the you can like move on your turn and everything, but not like it's not like all one like fell swoop sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Um,
Then
He's
I'll
possessed.
go up.
Get him, he's possessed.
It's possessed.
yeah, but it's not enough to light up the whole area like a torch. But there is a dull golden glow coming off of Cowan as these golden wings of energy sprout from his back. Let me see here. I think that's active for like 3 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to roll?
Cowan, I'll cast protection from evil on you. Get rid of those evil wings.
They look actually the opposite of evil. It looks like some Elden Ring type shit when they have like these golden constructs that come up. Like it looks like this like radiant,
Nice.
celestial type light.
I think Rilthar's got a kind of backwards take on what's
Ooh,
evil.
Ty.
Oh
Yeah,
Ty
it's
goes
not.
to the players.
I know we have to reroll
Mutual.
here.
We should all attack at the same time.
Uh-oh. He's doing it to us. He knows what it feels like to hold such power now.
That is a 5 on initiative.
Wow.
Bindle, come on.
He's been given too much power.
Hey, Mulia,
Too
try.
much.
So yeah, somebody's gonna have to distract the bear from its current task, because otherwise it is about to go to town on Mulia. We're gonna have to make 2 more attacks here.
Oh no.
And blowing
Ouch.
golden wings be enough to distract it?
Evil golden wings, maybe?
Evil.
I would say along the lines of like if somebody like attacks it or gets its attention on the like on their when it comes up on your turn, then it'll take its focus off of Mulia. But for this one more round, she'll have to bear the wrath of this mother polar bear.
Bear the wrath.
That's why she wears leather.
Yeah.
Whoa is me.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Oh, that's
Woe
not
is
good.
me. This hope's really
Oh,
bad.
She's down.
Okay.
Yep.
In the water too. She's drowning.
No.
She's in the water. She's in the swamp water.
It's swamp water, so she has a disease as well.
She gets a disease. It
God's
gets
hold
infected. All right, roll to see if it gets infected.
I do actually have to make one more roll though, because one
Oh,
feature you might be insta killed off of this depending upon what happens, because I have some modified dying rules which I'll
What's your
explain in a second.
Constitution score?
So when a polar bear does hits a target twice with its claws on its turn, it deals an extra die of damage.
Oh hell yeah! Oh no,
I'll describe
Cheryl,
this.
what's your HP at right now as you're
It's
at
0.
negatives?
Only one more. Okay.
Oh.
Mhm.
So let's see here. So that's 6 damage, 9.
Well,
9 plus
Muli is
6,
at
15.
8 hit points, so whatever the damage is, minus 8.
That's a lot of fingers you gotta count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's a
don't
lot.
know
So
if you're
that's
roll-
16. That's 6. So basically, you're
16,
like
yeah.
at negative 8.
What's your con score?
1 plus 1.
You're the big number,
Oh, it's 13.
13. I
Then
don't
you're
know
not
if you're.
dead.
I don't know if you're doing it how I do it, but I do. If you once you get 0, then it starts going negative your con score until
Yeah,
you.
so before I get into the dying condition, it looms over you and slams down with 2 claws that sends you like tumbling into the ground, like your face is like buried into this muddy pond. As you guys see, blood is just in this dull, like dim light. It
no.
turns red. So the dying condition, the way I have it, you fall prone or you're on the ground. You have 1d4 plus your Constitution modifier number of rounds before you die. But if you take damage equal to or more than your max HP, you die. And the reason for that is because I have a thing where you can still technically move and do stuff, but you have to make a DC 10 Constitution or Strength roll to be able to move or stand up. I'll explain more when it gets to your turn. But
Gotcha.
the DC increases at each turn that it happens. So it's like, You're on death's door essentially. Let me
Is this
see
a
here.
dwarven feature or just everybody?
No, it's just for in general for everybody. You can see it in the same location as like where all the players' sheets are. There's a conditions handout that I have for some revised conditions. But I think that is all the bear can do. That's gonna be you guys. So I
What
hope you
about the
don't
Beast
mind.
Boy?
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot that he was even alive.
Don't go easy
Guard.
on us now.
What
I
about
feel
this
like we
guard
made a
man?
mistake making the enemies of the Beast Boys.
No.
You also
no.
have that girl that came with us.
They started it.
I'm not saying
Oh,
they didn't
that's what
start
she's-
it, but
Yeah, she's gonna.
I like vengeance.
Heidi's gonna act on you guys' turn. It may or may not have been a good decision to make enemies with professional beast hunters, but you
I
know
think
what,
it
we'll
was a
see.
great idea.
He's gonna pick up the chain for this. To pick up the chain for this cage, and he's gonna start dragging it. So that's all he's gonna do for his turn. Is he moves? I'll say near distance because he is dragging the cage. So that's just move.
Close, you mean?
Hmm?
He can move close distance. Near is like what anybody can move.
Yeah, I meant he only. Well, he'll use his action to dash. Is what I mean to say.
I see.
Speaking
Okay.
speaking a little bit out of turn a little bit.
You're speaking out of pocket, is what you're doing. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no cap. But yeah, he just moves over here with the cage.
Oh no, that's ours. Kill him. Sorry, Cheryl. I can't help you. He's taking
Yeah.
our loot.
He
No,
wants to take. He wants to take
all
his
right.
prize. with
no,
his,
no.
I'll focus on the loot.
Who's got
You
the
focus on
ranged
doing
weapon?
good.
Somebody deal with him.
I got
deal.
this.
I'll deal with the bear. I'll
I'll take-
1v1 the bear.
As it goes on you guys' turn, though, I do just want to make sure that this is like the first time I'm play testing this sort of dying rule, so I just want to make sure it works. Roll 1d4 plus your Constitution modifier, Mulia.
Okay.
Oh no, Mulia.
So it'll be a
Oh,
5.
Big.
5 rounds.
But don't
make
tell
sure-
us.
So basically, if you're not stabilized by round 7, you're dead. But during this time, just for reference for what you want to do in your turn, you can roll a d20. On the 20, you rise with 1 HP. Would you be moving on your turn? Just to ask.
Oh, I'm going to be pretending to play dead.
Okay, all right. Then
I'm
in that case, just
unconscious,
roll
yeah.
a d20.
Okay.
Thindle has a crazy idea.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
shot.
Nice.
Shocked.
Oh
Okay.
Mulia
So-
goes and hits the ground and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
there-
comes back.
I'm still
there a
pretending
way-
to play dead.
So, is there a way? I was thinking of using magic missile near the baby polar bear to try to scare it towards Beast Boy, and then I'm hoping with my kind of as a multitasking action
Yeah.
to just take out something like really stinky from my cloak. Like, you know, it's like some like dehydrated skunk you know, like scent satchel or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
Scent
And I'm just
gland.
a scent gland, and I want to throw it and hit it on the back of Mama Polar Bear to kind of get her attention away from Mulia. And kind of my idea, my thinking with this is that, like, if, you know, especially if the baby polar bear and the Beast Boy are near each other, that Mama Polar Bear is gonna just go over there and thrash him. Because I think Mama's probably more interested in her kid than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm playing dead. You know, I'm down and I'm still like lying on the ground as though I'm out.
Totally. Hell yeah, Nat 20. So, is that something... Well, how can I make that work, Mr. GM?
Elmo Fudd.
So from what I'm gathering with the plan is you're gonna throw like a scent gland, like a bag full of like strong scents or scents that would be strong for animals, to distract the bear and get it to basically look over to see like what behind it through something, and then it'll like laser its eyes on the Beast Boy that's currently passing the baby polar bear.
Basically, but I want to scare the polar bear, baby polar bear, to the Beast Boy first. And then my second part will be to get the bear's attention, to turn its back, and to look at its baby and hopefully go after it.
Okay, so you're throwing it at the baby polar bear essentially.
I'm shooting a magic missile to scare the baby polar bear towards the beast boy, and then the little
Oh, I see.
stick sack to get the mama to turn around.
It might scream.
Obviously, no damage or anything. That's why I was hoping I could make it like a multitask action.
Yeah, it's not a roll for the tossing of the bag to the mama polar bear. Just go ahead and roll for your spell casting for the magic missile.
Okie dokie.
Hey,
As a 20 to cast it, so that's successful.
Okay.
Yeah, you fire this magic missile right near this baby polar bear. It does make sense considering that it is like, in a extremely injured state. So yeah, this bolt of magical energy zaps near it, and you guys hear it yelps out in fear. And when its turn, it will be like kind of like scrambling away from whatever that was. And then yeah, you toss. Give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, if you need me to roll to maybe like once again convince it, I'm trying some weird druidy shit, basically.
So the plan is don't hit the big polar bear now.
Hopefully.
Damn it, Ian. I wanted to 1v1 the polar bear.
I'm trying to save your fucking life.
I meant to die. No.
And speaking of, for my movement, I'm just gonna get in front of the girl here and tell her, stay behind me.
She nods nervously. So let me see here. Trying to think about what would. The main difficulty here is just that, like, if you've ever seen videos of like when somebody gets near a cub or anything like that, even when the cub has been long gone, as soon as the mother polar bear sees something's near my child and they're in an agitated state, they kind of just see red. So I'm trying to think about. I think this is going to be a.
That's why I was thinking something extra stinky. Like I'm
Yeah,
kind of like thinking like a powder
do a
something like
reaction roll?
sack that
So-
I'm like.
I'm
like
thinking I'm going to
hitting
have
its
it make a
back
wisdom, have it make a wisdom check. So just make me a little. I don't think you need to roll to toss a bag near it or something like that. So I'll just have it make a wisdom check here to
Cool.
change
It's like
its
a
direction
morale.
over there.
Like a morale check or
Yeah.
something.
It'd be like morale at disadvantage or advantage or having a look at.
I think I'll just
Yeah,
roll
usually
straight.
morale is like a DC 15 if I remember correctly. Wisdom,
this will
but
basically just be the
obviously
same
you
as a morale
modify
check.
it however you want.
Oh,
That one,
critical failure. His
it's
plans.
it's a meat-eating predator. So you see, it's gone from and that one is the worst result. So Mulia, you notice as you're playing dead, it has gone from I'm just gonna kill this person to there's a lot of blood in front of me, and I did just like, I am kind of hungry, that sort of thing. That is
So we
unless
do
somebody,
have
like,
to fight the
damages
bear, is what I'm
Okay.
gathering from this.
it's already injured. Let's put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
You're gonna put us out of our misery.
Half the party go after the beast boy.
You
I'll
should
handle the bear.
12
No.
damage to that dude.
I'm
Yeah, I
saying
don't
this
wanna-
like I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
saying
wanna
this
make
like
it
I'm
seem
gonna
like-
actually do anything. The bear's gonna kill me in like one round.
Like, I don't want to be a dick. It was a good plan, but it's just it was a nat one for the morale check and everything.
Nice, tell the story.
Yeah. Who else is going though?
Me.
I got a plan. You might want to wait and hold on to, Anton, because I'm gonna do some crazy ass shit. So I'm gonna come over here and
shit.
grab the leg while I'm invisible. Grab one of the legs or the scruff of the neck.
that's
How big is
right.
this baby? It's not like it's like a 50, 60 pound cub. Maybe
Yeah,
100
I'd say it's
pounds.
about
It's
it's about
big.
the size of like a about a little bit smaller than like a mastiff, that sort of thing. So it's big
Sure.
compared to like a dog, but it's small for a bear.
All right, so I can't really grab it around the chest and haul it, but I can grab it by its paws, back paw, the one it's not wounded, and I just drag it over here.
But yeah, you are invisible. That's a good fucking point, dude. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think that's with it. That should be within your ability to.
Damn. He's going crazy.
Yeah,
And
so-
then and I'm just gonna stay near the cage, but not really move. I don't think I have much movement left.
yeah, it's not necessarily completely dark. It's not like pitch black, right? It's not pitch black right now because of the moonlight and everything, so it's kind of dim. But you guys don't know where Relthar went, but you do hear the sounds of like sloshing from somebody like running through this marshy sort of area, and then
It's not on fire from when the druid tried to kill the innocent baby polar bear with the
the
max.
baby polar bear is
magic
yelling out
missile.
even louder right now as it's being. You guys see it's, I guess, telekinetically appearing to be dragged towards the beast boy.
Yeah,
What,
it's like he's
That's
got
not
like
real
see
a
the
leash.
polar bear like floating in the air.
He has a leash on him. Kill him.
Relthar's like, God, that druid really hates animals. First he enslaves the small ones and shoots magic missiles at a
well,
wounded
I'm gonna-
baby.
I
I'm
know
gonna
Scott to eat.
take my turn next, and I
But
think
you're all
this is
vegetarians.
that's about near. Would you say, GM, from where I
Yes.
just was at?
Should be
Okay,
fine.
so as I'm here, I would like to cast Smite upon this beast boy who is running away from us, and I have a +3, so D20 +3. Let's see.
Is that a 20-foot radius?
It is a near range, so it's like within 30 feet. Oh my goodness, it works! He's gonna take a whopping D6 damage.
Wow.
Make
A
it go.
A whopping D6. A whopping 2 damage the beast boy takes as I
manly.
hold my holy symbol up, and like it projects an image of Saint Taragnus that just like flies out of my symbol and like pummels him with holy magic as he's running away with this chain.
Yeah,
I covered my eyes.
this divine energy causes you to stumble. You actually do get a couple like whispers of like angered whispers, Relthar, from your mask and everything. Just the presence of this divine energy.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I'll protect you. It is vile.
Like that sort of thing. Same thing with you, Mulia. It does. Your infernal entity inside of your chain also talks about the sickening energy. But
My teammates are gonna kill me, is what I'm hearing.
let me
No,
see.
that's my whole turn. I moved. I cast Smite.
All right, for Phalos and Calvin. I don't want a backseat player for you, but I'm being transparent that if nobody does anything, this polar bear is going to like eat Mulia alive, essentially.
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Da 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 da.
Go ahead, Palos. Roll another nat 20 and kill the polar bear in one hit.
Oh, that was some crazy luck. All right, I don't know how that
Tie a
happened.
rope around its neck and mount its back, and start trying to break it like a wild pony.
Yeah,
Get a mount.
you can fit
No,
that.
the baby polar bear is more my size than the adult one.
You're right.
I could pick up Mulia and try to move her.
Hold it like a napkin and stuff it in a pocket.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do with my turn. I'm just kind of like gonna run down this way. I'm trying to like try to pick up Mulia best I can and try to move her.
Throw her in your backpack.
Hey, come on, let's get you out of here. Again, have you done it quite yet?
What?
Just dragging
what?
her through the frozen swamp water.
I don't know any kind of rolls for this or how far I can move her.
No, especially because Mulia currently stabilized. I was actually about to say that after you and Cowan did your thing, or however you guys wanted to order it. Mulia, you do still have your turn since you.
Oh, okay. In that case, Phalos, I'll tell you right now, don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
I just literally thought about it. I was like, wait, she came back, so that doesn't.
Oh.
I thought that was my turn. But yeah, if Phalos, you want to do something else, like go after the polar bear, please do it. Because I am a halfling and I also can go invisible.
It's true.
Oh, Leah is a halfling.
You have shadow step still?
And I don't know if I have
I
it
thought
still. I
Leah
think I
was a
used them.
dwarf.
I thought I used up all my shadow steps before.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
only used it, I think, twice. If I'm not
Oh, I have
mistaken.
one more. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
1+2 to melee
Yeah.
attacks.
Yeah. The other Senyap is a dwarf. I think Mulia is a.
I see. I thought Mulia
Yeah.
was Senyap's sister for some reason.
They family
They're
indiscretion.
sisters.
They're certainly related.
Yeah, they're like sisters, but as in like that's my girlfriend, my friend type of thing.
We're a part of the same order.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Phalos. Regroup with Anton. I'll keep it distracted, and I'll just like swoop down. Getting in its eyesight and just like flashing my golden wings at it, and take a shot with my crossbow at its face.
Whoa.
I didn't mean to hijack your turn, fellas. I just realized halfway through that Mulia still had.
No, that's fair. That's fair. No, I'll, honestly, if I could instead, I'm just gonna go running off after the other Beast Boy then. Just with my
I say,
spear out.
sick him, Fallows! Sick him!
Just running still with my spear out. Alright, I got it! We're going into the other one, okay!
Sounds like one of the little kid from the Thornberries.
Near distance, right, to get to him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just...
That's a 15.
What is it,
to hit
Donnie?
For you, Cowan that hits. So it's a 4 damage.
Alright, let me get... I have a d20 plus 2.
Move the carrot.
You guys are all making a meat shield to protect the Beast Boy from the bear coming over.
Dude.
I don't think the bear's going over there.
It will eventually.
Go!
Um,
What the fuck?
Whoa, he's cheating.
Let me make sure I'm not...
Nice.
There's
Do
no
it.
fucking way.
Kill the other Beast Boy. I told you could kill him.
Alright,
Yes.
Through the spine.
let me roll my damage. That's, Oh, I gotta roll 2d6.
Yeah.
6 damage as I run upon him.
Double kill.
This is on the baby puller, right? We all hate the baby puller.
No.
Yeah, this thing. So not this thing. The Beast Boy in the blue armor that was currently like dragging away the cage desperately. How do you you run up behind him and then literally just like stick
Do I
him with
kill-
a spear? Yeah,
I
Like I set him, I knock him off balance with the holy blast of
Wait.
he's
flaming
not
energy.
dead. He's not dead, but he's 100% like extremely low health.
Oh, yeah, so as I run, I'm gonna stab my spear like in the back of his like kneecap, like trying to knock him down. Like, you stay here, fucker! Like just trying to knock him like prone.
Matter of fact, with a nat 20, I'll let you knock him prone. I'll be generous.
Oh, let's go.
Thank you, GM.
Let me see
You're
here.
so kind.
Cowan, you just shot this bear in the face, so it's
Oh, my.
looking up at you with rage. And I think that's everybody except for Mulia.
Yeah, so she goes invisible. She turns around, looks at the bear, and poof, she goes invisible. And then before she leaves there, she'd like to take a shot at the polar bear, just to use it as an opportunity. So she will go at it with the razor chain for 3 points of damage. But since she's invisible, does she get an advantage roll?
Yeah, you would get
Because-
advantage.
So that would be another d6. Roll another d6. 3 plus 4, 7 points of damage. And then she will go up here. Just get away as far as possible. Maybe up here.
Okay. I almost imagine as you came back to 1 HP, you can I think it was like the chain kind of speaking into your head, this infernal being like, "We're not done yet." And your chain kind of like boiled, the water around you kind of boiled a little bit as you like came back to consciousness right away as soon as you went unconscious. But yeah, that is let me see, 7 damage. This thing is looking banged up. Is that everybody? I think Heidi will try to help out. Fendal, you see that she's like self-talking herself and like, I can do this, I can do this. She'll run over and
I say, don't fucking do it. Don't be a fucking hero. What are you fucking doing?
she's gonna fire a crossbow bolt at the bear. It is still distracted with Cowan, so I don't. Let me see.
Oh, he can't hurt me.
She's gonna pull aggro, and now it's gonna kill her in one hit.
Pretty fucking much.
It's 50-50 whether it hits Cowan or the bear, right?
No.
A 10 doesn't hit. No, so she fires the crossbow bolt, but she's aiming down a bear. This is the first time she's ever had this. Or her wobbly arms and everything, and the crossbow bolt sails by. That is all of the allies' turn. We're going on round 2, so who wants to roll the d6? Or round 3,
it.
I mean.
I'll do
I
it.
was gonna say not me. Let's go with oh,
The
there we go.
6.
Of course.
Six, nice.
A
Fucking of
6 on the
course.
roll.
What is
Yeah,
going on with your
I'm
rolls
going
today?
for
said
hot
it.
tonight.
He said it.
You're
It's
rolling
great.
It's
rocks.
hot tonight. All right, I'm gonna start right away. I'm gonna keep stabbing at this motherfucker. We gotta.
He
Hey,
said it.
29 natural.
Holy
Let's go.
shit, dude! He's going
Look at
crazy.
that.
God,
Wow.
Fallows.
I'm gonna take my
Henchman
spear.
OP, man.
Keep
I think the
stabbing
halfling's
these
possessed.
He is
2
possessed.
damage. Is that enough to kill him? Please.
2 damage. No, he's still extremely low health, but no, he's
I'm
not
gonna,
dead yet.
taking my spear. I'm gonna just start stabbing into his back. Die, die.
Robin looks at Batman. It's just like, you just stay in the fucking corner and watch.
Yeah, really, that's what's happening. I go, oh my god, what has
God,
gone into
yeah.
him? God,
Robin is this is bad.
That's weird.
getting
weird.
blood
I'm
splattering on
I'm
his
just
face with every
I'm just
stab into
stabbing
him.
into fucking this beast boy. You can tell by the way I'm fighting. I'm like not very well trained with a spear, but I'm still just like going at it.
But a
I think
spear
my
is but
sidekick
a
is a
stick.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Remind me of the guy from Sinbad that gets eaten by the Kraken, spit out, and then he like charges back at it angry.
Oh, this is also my spells are now active
Oh,
for.
raise.
We're on round 3, right?
Yeah, you're on round 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have a quick turn because I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to step in front of our, I guess what is she, a wannabe crawler, and I'm going to like kind of lower her crossbow and say, "No, do not do this. Leave it up to us." And then I look over at the Beast Boy again, and I'm going to attempt to cast another smite. This is a D20 plus 30. A 16
That's
will
nice.
go off, which he will then take a whopping D6 of damage, which will be another 5 points of damage.
You described to me
Nice.
how you kill this beast boy with your holy power.
I would like to summon like a holy pillar above his head, like we'll say like a giant holy flaming spearhead, and I just want to bring it down into his like spine as it like kind of like cocks his whole body like a lawn chair as it jams down into him. Like I'm mimicking it with my spear. Like I conjure a holy image of my spear, like a gigantic holy image, and I slam it down into him.
He coughs up blood, and his eyes go blank instantly as he's dead before he hits the ground.
Hell yeah.
His body is like there's like steam rising up from his body, just the heat from this celestial energy.
Yeah, I picture it's like white flame. It's like pure white and golden flame. Like it's not like fire. It's literal holy energy.
Yeah,
And then that's kind of my turn. I now turn to the polar bears. I kind of put myself between what's her name again?
Heidi.
Heidi.
Actually, I should change that on the thing real quick.
Yeah, guard. I put myself in between guard. And I smell
she's-
Yeah,
Findle.
strong name.
Yeah, that's my turn.
To kind of riff off of Brother Anton, since I'm right there next to Heidi, I'm going to just kind of take her by her cloak and kind of throw her back, being like, "You're trying to get us killed, girl! Stay down!"
I just wanted to help.
Let us fucking handle it. And then I kind of call out to everybody else, being like, "We've killed the blokes! Let the fucking bears alone! Get away from them!" And I
two
basically
wise
I
men.
kind of ready an action. Like I'll try to get Heidi. If you allow me, I'll just kind of move Heidi over there.
Mhm.
And I will ready an action if the polar bear looks like it's gonna be going after one of my companions. Then I'll hit it with a magic missile.
I imagine right now it's currently distracted, trying to like lunge at Cowan.
Yeah.
Who's,
That-
like you're just kind
That's
of
what I'm thinking.
bobbing
Like,
up and
like,
down in the air and everything.
like if it looks like it's gonna like charge, Brother Anton or like Phallos, then I'll shoot to kill. But yeah, either way, like if it looks like it's gonna connect with somebody, but if it's trying to fight Tinkerbell up there, then totally cool.
Tinkerbell is actually an accurate description.
100%.
I will say though, just for anybody who has any plans to attack the bear or something like that, It looks like it's getting on like wobbly legs for some reason. Not even just with its like being injured, that sort of thing. It looks like it's like groggy for some reason. But who hasn't gone?
I don't think I've gone yet this round.
Hmm.
So I'm still invisible, so I'll move back to the bear and attempt to hit it again. 19 for 5, is that right?
Yeah, that's 5 points of damage.
Plus another d6 because I'm invisible, so 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
I'll go back to my spot.
All right, and the polar bear is going to have to make a Constitution check real quick for a specific effect. The 10. Okay. As you whirl this razor chain at the wounded polar bear, which is the chain also being invisible, just a gash opens up on the polar bear's back. You guys see, and it knocks a couple arrows loose. I'll say, Findal, you being more attuned to things relating to the Fae or like mystical sort of magic, you notice a little bit of like wispy sort of magical energy wafting off of like some arrowheads that had like fallen out of its back and everything after the strike.
Okay.
But what the Constitution check was for specifically, so once the polar bear, this is the end of combat, by the way, because once it got to half health, whatever this effect is from these magical strange arrows has caused it to fall under the effects of the sleep spell.
Interesting. That's cheating. They put it to sleep and kill it while it's sleeping. They don't even give it a fair chance.
I will. This isn't even a note without needing to look at their equipment. I don't think this fits. Hold up one second. I'll just keep the music off for now. The Beast Boys use crossbows. These are arrows.
Oh. Oh?
Oh,
Are we gonna
indeed.
get third-partied right now?
Actually, it'd be
Third
like
wave.
fourth
Interesting.
party.
Fourth-partied?
Yeah, the
Oh.
polar bear like slams to the ground.
Breaking the fourth wall in
Falling asleep.
Shadowdark.
In Shadowdark. Well, I don't know if my character notices this, I guess, because I'm not necessarily examining the polar bear, so I won't metagame.
Rollar's gonna dig through the possessions of this beast boy up here, and like, does he find the keys for the cage? And he's still gonna be invisible while this is going on.
You do indeed find the keys to the cage. I'm trying to find something.
Great. I
Something that
take
fits.
the keys and I go over and I unlock the cage.
Sounds like some dastardly warlock shit.
Mm-hmm. He unlocks the cage. It attacks Phallos.
It attacks Phallos instantly. But Phallos, in a
Roll
blood
initiative
rage,
again.
crits another
Roll
5
initiative.
times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Combo killing.
I guess we'll say my spells wear off, so my AC goes back down to 13. And then my spear stops glowing with holy energy.
Yeah, Relthar, you take the key off of this you take the key off of the Beast Boy's body and unlock the cage. You see this this guard drake had been make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, forest guard drake. This jade green guard drake size of a German shepherd is kind of curled up, like cowering in the back corner of the cage. It's just staring at you right now. It doesn't act as you open this cage door. It just kind of it looks like it's assessing you.
I'll land next to the cage.
So I'm still invisible too.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are invisible.
I'll land next to the cage and just kind of kneel down, approach the drake, and whisper in Draconic that I am its friend, and just try to see if there's any reaction.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me I'll say a wisdom check with advantage.
Cool.
You are speaking its native language. I mean, they don't technically speak, but they understand Draconic.
Mm-hmm. Is that wisdom?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
You could also do a reaction roll with his charisma modifier.
That is true. Yeah, there is a mechanic for that. So let me go look at
So
that.
it'd be 2d6 plus his charisma mod.
2d6 plus charisma mod.
Plus Caleb's charisma mod, not the Drake.
What's your charisma modifier?
+3.
Sorry, I don't mean the backseat GM.
No, you're all good. That is an actual mechanic for Shadowdark, so I'm trying to get used to using it. Give me 1 second to see
It's quite useful. It worked out for you guys with the Earth Elemental, so... Oh no, that's terrible.
That's
No,
pretty
take
rough.
it back. I don't think
I think-
that is good. That's actually...
That's when I'm going to start opening the cage and start rattling the
Yeah.
things. To
You
free.
you're shaking
Exactly.
the cage, you're poking it with a stick.
I was gonna say, as Calvin starts talking, because he's speaking language I don't understand, I don't care what he's saying. We should kill the fucking dragon dog. I'm gonna shout that to the rest of the group.
And I will end you.
I speak
My
Diabolic.
stories. You will
I
not
speak-
be recorded in my stories.
I speak
I don't-
Diabolic, so I know he's possessed, and I'm trying to get this poor creature away from this
Let's
possessed
see
being.
here. Okay, I mean, this actually makes sense. So on
Once the
on a
back
7
end.
for its... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask what the baby polar bear was doing.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
Findle was
describe that
thinking
in
the
a
same
second.
thing, but we'll wait.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm about to describe that in a second. So this makes sense. You speak Draconic. On a 7 for its reaction roll, it's suspicious. So it's currently still injured. It had gotten stabbed in the leg by one of the Beast Boys. It looks intrigued by the fact that you spoke Draconic. Like its ears kind of like perk up a little bit, but it still is going to stay in the cage. For
Like-
the
I will say to it, I give unto you this gift as a peace offering, okay? And I will take out like some dried meat from my rations, and I'll just set it in the cage. I won't, try to hand feed or anything, and
This
just
is a
kind of
good thing.
stand back.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't eat the food. It's like the situation where when a cat is first like getting to know you type of situation, it doesn't feel safe eating around you yet. So it looks at the food and acknowledges it, but it will stay in the cage. Brother Anton and Fendal, as you walk up to the baby polar bear,
I just can't. We're the two old wise men of the party.
yeah, it's currently like,
Doing
I
our
don't know,
best.
it's yowling in fright and confusion right now, as now its mother is like slumped on the ground and everything. So it looks like terrified right now.
So
Perhaps
I'm
we
gonna
should. Oh, go ahead.
here. I have once again. Maybe I'm going soft in the heart, but let's bring it back to its mother. Hopefully that'll calm it down, and I need you to hold it down while I put a brace on its leg, because if we don't fix its leg now and make sure it heals properly, then it's as good as dead anyways.
Okay. Well, do you want to drag it over there first, or attempt to fix its leg here?
Let me try to calm it down, and bring it and lead it over.
I do start pulling out some of my rope. I think I have it, unless Phallos took it from me. But if
I
not, I
took
could just
all
I
your
could just
rope.
grab it from Phallos, and then what I want to do is like kind of like muzzle it with the rope so it can't bite us, or like kind of put a leash around it so we could drag it if we have to.
Yeah, and I'm gonna coo towards it and try to, give it a little bit of like food. Like I kind of reach in and like grab some like leftover meat that we ate yesterday, and try to kind of like feed it and then kind of like walk it over to its mom, because at least being near its mom, I'm hoping that it'll calm down, it'll settle a little bit
Yeah.
before I have to do some risky surgery.
You hear behind you someone limping, and it's Mulia, because she had a connection with the baby polar bear before. So she comes to it and tries to calm it down with you a little bit. And it's probably because in her very lavish big home where she grew up with, her family had pet tigers and bears and that sort of thing. So she loves these animals, and she has a soft spot for it. She doesn't want y'all to see it though. She just, she's still very aloof, and she just touches the polar bear gently and just says, there, and tries to calm it.
Yeah, you did comfort it before, so the combination of all three of you guys' actions Similar to the forest guard drake, the juvenile forest guard drake. It's suspicious of you guys, but it seems like it's not gonna try to claw at you or something like that, and it'll cooperate with whatever it is you guys are trying to do.
Does rolling a 19 help that at all?
Yeah, I was taking that into account
Oh,
with
okay, cool,
everything.
cool,
Yeah.
cool. Just making sure.
So you move it over to its mother. It sniffs
Oh,
her.
yes. Come on, young one.
It sniffs
Come
her and
be
then
with
kind of
mother.
just like it looks exhausted. It had been being chased by those beast boys for an hour, based off what they said. So it's exhausted. And its head just like flops to the ground.
So yeah, I'm gonna just try to find some good, thick branches, cut it to the length that I need, and then basically wrap its leg, in rope, with putting the sticks that kind of like equidistant, to basically make a cast of it. Who knows? Maybe it will wake up and try to rip it off instantly, but hopefully it will set the leg right and let it heal properly instead of healing crooked, which would be a death sentence anyways.
Yeah,
Hell
one second.
yeah. Druid shit.
Yep, gotta go druidy.
Is Heidi crying because we scolded her as the two wise old men of the party?
Don't mess with the men of the forest.
I see it as like there's no use in throwing your life away, girl. You're too young for this.
That's what Findle was thinking as well. Of being
Yeah.
like, you're gonna get fucking mauled to death.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I got in a call.
Oh,
Did anything happen? Were you guys like describing anything?
Yes. So basically, what
yeah.
I was saying is that I'm going to cut some thick branches, like 4 to 5 of them, put them at equidistant around its around its leg, and then tie it really firmly, like bandage and tie with some rope, and hopefully the baby bear doesn't quite have the capability to rip it off when it wakes up, or or at least it like puts up with it,
Mhm.
so that the leg will heal straight.
Yeah. Plus, I imagine your experience. I don't think this is the first time you've done this with an animal, so
Nope,
you just
this
know, like
is
you
yeah.
put it near like the inner part of its leg where it doesn't have enough mobility with its limbs to reach it and everything.
And this is the part where people need to hold it down because I need to snap the bone back in place. I need to reset the bone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It definitely trusts you, Mulia, but you see it's like very alarmed. It's not any sort of check or anything like that, but this is like to a person I imagine like you that's very has like a soft spot for these types of animals. This is like heartbreaking as you hear like just the sound of like abject pain and fear as bone is snapped back in place, but it doesn't get hostile or anything like that yet.
Mulia will also leave some food for the mother and bear. So when the mom wakes up and it'll be hard for them to go hunt. So she'll leave whatever she has, all her rations for them.
All right. Is anyone looting the bodies of the Beast Boys and or
well. I haven't been
Okay.
saying much. That's what I've been doing while they've been saying this. I've been looting the bodies.
that makes sense
And
that you
relic,
immediately
yeah.
go for supplies after the fight.
yeah. Phallus is the pack mule, so he's gonna.
Trusting
I'll
a
let him
bear,
carry
trusting
everything.
a drake. This is fucking mistakes all around.
So you find. Let me make sure I get this right. What
I
is
want the real
notion
dragon
again?
scale poncho off of one of these guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was just making sure I knew what the sword did.
Then you could
So-
put the fake one on them to make them look like the fakes.
between the two. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Speaking of your poncho, Calvin, you forgot to do it for when you made a charisma check for commencing knuckle last session, but you have a +1 to charisma checks because you're quote unquote dragon scale poncho.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you just like input that wherever. But Phallos, you loot the bodies of these beast boys, and between the two of them, there's 2 finely crafted dwarven longswords, and these
Ew.
longswords score a critical hit on a d20 roll of 19 or 20, so it's essentially +1 to its crit threat range.
Okay.
And there are also 20 it was 40 crossbow bolts in total because each of them had 20 crossbow bolts. But you can tell these are magical in nature, so they count as magical for the purposes of like damage and it's +1 to their damage.
All right. So then, as all of them are like dealing with these animals, you see, I'm gonna like drag both the bodies together, and I'm just to start picking through them like meticulously, like I've done this before.
As you do that, I look at Mulia. She's leaving her rations, and I say, "Well, we could strip them of their armaments and leave their bodies to the bear, recycle them to nature, since they caused these injuries."
I was thinking the same thing. Less evidence that way, in case they have
Yes.
friends.
Maybe the Drake would take a nibble or two to get a few whacks in back at these. Now, as we're standing here, did anybody point out the fact that there are arrows in the bear and not crossbow bolts?
I was gonna take a look at that next, but I was letting you guys kind of take your turns, as it were.
I do want to make sure the Drake gets out of the cage and takes off. Too. I was trying to open the cage and rattle the cage and try to get it out.
Yeah, it's not. It's one of those things where it'll probably like take off once you guys are a certain distance away and everything. But for now, it's kind of just like looking at all you guys and assessing you.
And yeah, I'll move away, give him space. I assume the invisibility drops.
I'm going to be sketching the young guard Drake in my journal, and just kind of like writing out a little outline of the events that have just occurred, as well as trying to look into anything I know about the Beast Boys.
You definitely would have heard of the Beast Boys, considering that you hear about a lot of people. I'm just going online for stuff that's happening. The Beast Boys are a internationally known a scourge to some like nature conservationists and stuff because they just are they're poachers. They're just wild game hunters who hunt for sport and for pride and stuff, and sometimes money. But yeah, they're a widely known group of beast hunters. But I also forgot to say for the loot for you, Phalos, there are also 2 sets of dragon scale armor, and these act as mithril chainmail.
I'm taking one of those.
They're the same effect as mithril chainmail, essentially.
Woo!
It is
See, I'm kind of just taking off the armor. I'm like, brother Anton, I have new armor for us.
Right?
I say, oh, new armor, you say?
If I take the real dragon scale poncho, do I keep the bonus? If I take one of the dragon scale ponchos from them, do I?
Oh, you mean the armor?
Oh, is it armor?
You mean you guys can decide which one of you wants the dragon scale armor. There's 2. There's 2.
It acts like
Anton.
Well,
acts
I
like
am the
mithril
frontliner.
Yeah, Anton and Fella should have the armor. They're the fighters.
Well, I
I
just
am a
remembered
frontline.
something about having real. I guess they were talking
Yeah,
about.
don't they have cloaks? I thought you said they had like a cloak on.
No, they had.
Oh, it's just the armor that the dragon
Gotcha.
scale is coming from.
Yeah, the only.
I thought they were wearing what I was, just the real version of it, not the fake.
Yeah,
stuff.
Calwin bought some fake scale in town.
Yeah,
You know, they have real dragon scale armor. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I won't be greedy. If you really want it, I won't take it. But I could use it because I have leather armor on right now.
Same.
No,
Well,
Anton and Phallus
two
definitely should be wearing
core.
armor, not us.
And then there's 40 plus 1 magical crossbow bolts for whoever uses crossbows. And then there's also
I do have a
long
crossbow.
swords as well.
I feel like this is a little OP, huh?
I'll take
Does
the crossbow
the-
bolts if that's all right. So
Yeah, I don't mind that.
is that
I could
plus
take
1 to
those.
the attack or the damage?
Damage.
Okay.
But it counts as magical.
Gotcha.
I don't know how many-
20 of those.
Mithril
Are you
chainmail,
taking
you
20
say?
or all 40, yeah.
Yep,
Does
it's
anybody
the
else?
good stuff.
So this is
So mithril makes it to 1 slot less, so it's
That
even
and-
lighter.
Yeah, and you don't have disadvantage.
Does anybody need my leather armor that I now do not need?
If only Findle could wear it.
Ah, alas.
Alas.
Mithril
Did anybody else use a
dragons.
crossbow?
Does this give me? I'm gonna ask you this as a player because I know you guys would ask me this if I did dragon scale. Does this give me any sort of resistance to a certain element type that the dragon was made out of? Like, is it like red scale or is it blue scale?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should be fine. The whoever takes the black scale armor, you take half damage from acid. Whoever took the blue one, you take half damage from lightning-based type effects.
I look at Phalos.
For that, Anton, which color would you like? I'm gonna look back at you. You can have the first choice.
Yeah, you're Batman in this one. Anton.
Yeah, the black armor does look quite sleek. I think I will take that.
And walk over and hand it to you.
Oh, I thought that looks a little moody on you.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to. As I'm like fitting it and putting it on, and
Like the lords on the edge of the Isles.
yes, of course. And maybe it will add a bit to my intimidation. I can keep the lads in
Oh,
check.
what the fuck did I just roll?
As I get hit in the head with an arrow that came out of the forest.
Shield.
To answer your question, Colin, I think the only person that uses crossbows other than you, I think it's Brother Anton. You use a crossbow, right?
I do have a crossbow. I have 20 bolts. I'm bad with a crossbow. It's there as a backup in case I run out of spells. I have a -1 to attack rolls with my crossbow.
Gotcha. I was just going to use 20 of them and then put the other 20 in our pack mule. So I can
I'll use it. I'm a
Hey, I
crossbow
got
user.
a name, buddy,
Relva.
pal. You better say respect. I rolled like 3 natural 20s tonight. All right.
Yeah, of course you did, because somebody's got to make that terrible class valid.
Wow.
Dude, I have terrible stats.
Wow.
If you looked at my stats, dude, oh my god,
Shots
I don't
fired.
even know how I'm still alive.
Yeah, otherwise you're just gonna cry playing it.
Because
Okay,
that is
okay. While they're all talking about items and stuff like that, I want to beckon Heidi over
dragon
the
scale.
polar bear,
Right on, Cave.
being like,
Makes
girl,
me-
come here. I have some use for you.
What's this AC mod?
She
13.
she shuffles over. You see, she has her head hung down and everything. She looks like ashamed right now. She has the knight's helmet on, but you can tell by her like body language that she's ashamed.
Okay,
Chin
so
up. Sometimes you can't be in the front on a battle. But can you help me take these arrows out of this mother bear here? I want you to get up close and personal to where you can be comfortable around beasts like this.
I looked at it and I guess I kind of froze for a second. It's supposed
You're
to be
fine, girl. We just didn't want you being mauled to death. You're not as experienced, but you will be. You will be.
She nods and will start helping you take out the arrows. And yeah, these things look like
Yeah, I grab one from her and, try to figure out what it is.
yeah, so the metal, it looks like a brass colored sort of metal. It's not really one you're familiar with, though. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, I don't know if you have like encyclopedic knowledge of different types of metals and stuff, but it's definitely not something.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you've seen before. But the strangest part about these arrows is that they're not tipped with a poison or anything like that. You speak Sylvan, right? As an elf?
Yes, I do.
Anybody who can speak Sylvan who was also looking at these arrows, you notice there's essentially like poems etched into the sticks of the arrows, and that this is the source of like where that sort of like this wispy, almost like purplish sort of magical energy is wafting off of these arrows.
I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a detect magic, if you'd be so kind.
Go ahead and detect that magic.
While you're
A
detecting
pass, an
magic.
18.
An 18. This is 100% tied to something Fey. Like this is Fey type magic where it doesn't align with the same rules as mortals casting magic does, if that makes sense. Like it's almost like the filter is different, so it comes out differently, even though it's the same source. But yeah, you definitely know this is like some ancient Fey magic. Reading the poems written along the arrows, you kind of have to collect different ones because they're mostly all broken at this point
Mhm.
due to the commotion. But you're able to piece it together. It says, "Hush now, heart of mortal flame. The moon has come to learn your name. Softly, softly, stars unweave their silver threads through webs of eve." And this is something that I don't know how much experience you have with Fae, but a lot of their magic, especially when it's like something like what humans usually do for like runes and stuff, they write down these like poems that really invoke magic through just like wordsmithing, essentially.
Interesting. Is this something like, would I be able to tell from the script or like dialect what type of fae it may be?
It's definitely not anything archfey, as like noble archfey or like particularly powerful ones have like a it would be a
I'm
lot
thinking,
more. Yeah.
is it like satyrs? Is it pixies or
Yeah, it would be in
anything
the
that's
same realm as like satyrs and pixies and stuff. A lot more like the lower rank sort of fae.
okay. And would, I guess, Findle know if there's any like fae presence in this region?
Not to your knowledge, no. There's no sort of I would definitely let you know, or like, if there was some sort of like fae gate nearby or anything like that. Not to your knowledge, no.
Okay. Um, just to keep Heidi busy, I'll tell her, "Chin up, girl. You did good. But what you could do for me is if you see any more remnants of these arrow shafts, if you could look around the area before we leave, and try to collect any that you find. It may come in very handy for us. Could mean the safety of our entire company. Do you understand, girl?"
She nods. She still seems like extremely sullen, but she'll start collecting the shafts of the arrowheads and everything.
Yeah, pretty much like if anything got broken off in this area that she can just spot and because maybe there's more to the poem or something like that. And trying to give her like this may be very useful information for the entire caravan. Like you may be saving the caravan if you find, this. So trying to give her something important to do.
Yeah, that definitely adds a little bit of motivation to her. Relthar, real quick, as you're going through with everything, you look back, you kind of just like out of the corner of your eye, you notice that the guard drake is no longer inside of its cage. But you didn't see it
Good.
ever move.
Ooh.
Poof.
Note that vile evilness, the blessed vile evilness.
Let me see real quick. So I also forgot to mention that the hilts of the finely crafted longswords, whoever took those, because there were two of them, they have like the +1 crit threat range. The hilt of those swords and then the crossbow bolts are made of a special type of wood that is very popular among nobles. It's called king's bark. It's essentially this dark brown sort of oak, but it has very decadent sort of patterns that it makes, when you chop it up into like blocks and stuff. But the reason why it's sought after by nobility is because it has these almost dull golden colored sort of lines that go throughout it and everything.
As of right now, just because no one else has claimed it, I've taken one of the Dwarven longswords for myself,
Okay.
because I can use those. But I just currently have the other one. I just stuck it in my bag, so it's just there if anyone wants it. You said the crossbow bolts, are they also like specially made too? All of them?
Yeah,
Or is it
king's
just
bark
the sword?
crossbow bolts. Yeah,
Right,
I think
Kingsbark, isn't it?
Relthar and Calvin took those.
Oh, they were saying they're taking the bolts. I don't know if they took the crossbows.
Oh, the
like,
crossbows. Yeah, the crossbows are they are made of king's bark, but they're not like magical or anything like that.
are they
I-
just
I-
worth more money then? I would assume then.
They would be like.
I did take one of the crossbows.
Oh, you do? Okay. So I have one of
Okay,
the
alright.
King's Bark crossbows then.
And I had a longsword in my inventory. I'm pretty sure I disarmed one of these guys last session, given a little bit foggy because it's been
Oh yeah,
a
you
while.
did.
Do you
disarm
want the other
them.
one?
You can no, you can totally take it. Like it's all
Well,
you.
we have two of them.
I couldn't even use it even if I wanted to. I just
Okay.
put it in my inventory because I disarmed him. That's it.
I'll trade out my old rusty longsword for your longsword. Not that I'm gonna ever use it, but
So it's all you,
unless
Phallus.
Anton, do you use long swords? Anton is taking a potty break.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm just
What
curious.
happened? What happened?
Anton, do you use these long swords?
We're
or-
discussing who's getting the
Oh,
longsword.
no. I
Yeah,
can
then I'll
only
use-
use this spear.
I'll use the long sword, and I can have my rusty one in the pack.
I'm gonna hold up the door. You can have it if you'd like. Anton's not good with these. Luckily, I've been trained with long swords slightly.
You hear Mulia just walking away in disdain. Ah, you Philistines, fighting over such mundane weapons.
It's true.
Your Shane whispers to you as you say that, their backs are turned. Slit their throats now.
That's about right.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
that
else
checks.
smell sulfur?
Now's your chance.
Also, while Mama Bear's asleep, Findle's gonna do more druid shit. He's gonna spit in his hand, rub some herbs, make a paste, and then start kind of cleaning Mama Bear's wounds while we're waiting.
All right, and
Okay, so let's get rid of that longsword. God damn it! My inventory's constantly changing right now because everyone's taking shit from me.
if you ever need to, like split inventory space too as well,
Never.
oh yeah, you do actually.
Yeah,
have
you're
it.
taking Phalos's one job. Don't do that. It's the only thing he has.
Okay, so
That and rolling at 20s and killing everything is the
Yeah.
non-combat.
I
The
am-
MVP.
I am
For
by
real.
far the worst melee fighter, probably, or second worst, and I did
You
really
did
good
the
at that
best
fight.
in that combat.
So then after I'm done
Easy.
like organizing all this
Yeah.
stuff, like I just have like this long sword next to me and this is my old spear. I just gotta take both of them and I just gonna go, I don't know what to do with these, so I'm just gonna walk over to both the people who are dead on the ground, I'm just gonna stab these into their heads. Oh, make sure you're
Yeah.
still dead, and I'm just gonna stab them down and leave them there.
A good soldier never parts with his walking spear.
You know, you can have a sidearm. Like it's fine. If your spear breaks, you're gonna need something to back it up.
I suppose you're right, but
I think you're being far too humble. We could use you being actually well equipped and armed.
this spear has killed many a man, I'll have you know, Fiddle.
But at the end of the day, spears do break. So take the bloody sword.
Nobody else can use the sword?
Yeah, I got one, and I could take a spear too.
Oh, I thought Phallus was going to use it. Or can you not use it?
I took one of
There's
the
two
swords.
of them.
There were two swords.
Okay,
I
so-
took the other one.
Ralthar has the other sword then.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought there
Oh,
was
okay,
some
yeah.
like regular long swords floating around too.
No.
There is. Then you
There
have
is
my regular.
one. Ralthar's sword.
Oh,
somewhere.
I can take that one if nobody wants that one.
There we go.
Long
you did
sword.
the real impact.
Because right now my inventory is technically full. When we go back to the caravan, I'm gonna assume there's somewhere where we can leave stuff in the
Let me
caravan.
look here. What's
I'm gonna be emptying some of my inventory when we go back to the caravan.
This is
but
also, let me just say this is one of the most convenient things, the weapon stats being on the front page of the book.
so
Oh,
convenient.
yeah,
Just
it's
being
huge.
able to just look in there. What is the longsword?
D8.
D8, and it's just a D8.
Cool.
So we're gonna kill these polar bears in their sleep and wear their skin tonight.
No, you're gonna leave him the fuck alone. I didn't do all this work just to kill him.
Wait, so you only enslave small animals and you love large animals.
It
Is that
wakes
the idea?
back up with full
No,
health.
they did deserve it. It's more of are we it depends how desperate we are, which we're not. We've been fed. And these two polar bears, they didn't deserve being run down like that for sport. And these beast boys, well, they got the short end of the stick this time. Sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted.
I don't think they got the short end. As I'm kind of like playing with my old spear. This has been pretty long.
Well, I mean, you're a halfling, no offense, but that's still it's a laughably
Wait.
small
I
spear.
would be careful talking to him. to
There's
see
two
what he
halflings
just
here.
did.
I'm just
Did
I'm
you say
just
something
saying.
about halflings?
I'm just saying that it's not the longest fucking spear. All right.
He's talking
Well,
about your spear.
are we to be concerned of these arrows' origin? Since I'm pretty sure I've seen.
Yes, that's actually something that I wanted to bring up with the rest of you. There seems to be an enchantment of some type. It's a poem in Sylvan by Faye and I'm not too sure if they're from here or not. With the detect magic, is there any way that I can tell what enchantment these were? Because I understand that it was an enchantment of some type in Sylvan, but can I actually define what the enchantment did?
It did the effects of the sleep spell, essentially.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So these arrows, they were the ones that put this polar bear to sleep. Who knows if these Fae are friend or foe, but obviously the mother here ran into the Fae at some point, and they fired upon her. And that's why she slumbers.
Why do we keep calling these polar bears, and where is this polar place?
Very far up north. And the strange part is that these bears are not even close to native to these lands. They are far too, south. They come from a land of ice. And now, even though it is snowing, and it's late summer here, which is bizarre and terrifying, it's too warm for them to be this far south.
Maybe not for long.
Perhaps
in the
we should.
Shadowdark.
In the Shadowdark. Well, perhaps we should get back to camp then. Report our findings to Captain Knuckle and take bed for the night, since a lot of us were woken up to come out here.
Yes, I could use some rest.
That's actually a good point. S.O.C, what time is it?
It currently would be later into the night, so I'd say it's almost midnight. It's 11:30ish.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh, we wouldn't have been able to see anything at that. With that note, because it was
Maybe we
night.
got some moonlight.
It was dim light for the lighting. So nobody made a stealth check or perception, so it never came up. But it would have been disadvantage on it because it's a clear, barely any clouds in the sky, so it was just a lot of moonlight coming down.
I see. Very well. I'll lead the way then. And I start using my spear walking stick back to camp with everybody in tow. Sorry if you guys can hear my dad talking in the background. He's very loud.
And give me 1 second. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. You guys can
Happens to the best
RP
of
amongst
us.
yourselves. as you
Wait, don't go
head
too
back to camp.
fast. As I'm just rolling up my bag and
You're carrying all the stuff.
finishing packing it.
Fellows,
I'll be right back as well.
Fellows, I would offer to carry something, but yeah, you seem you'd take offense.
This is the only thing I've ever been good at. Let me just do it, please.
Okay, that's very sad, and I won't take that away from you, I swear.
It's alright. I'm playing.
He's just got the gigantic backpack on. There's pots and pans rattling around. He's got different weapons.
Once we get
Samwise.
Once we get back to camp, I bet we have a spot where we can probably stash stuff, and I'm gonna write down a list of all the things we have stashed on the caravan.
You still have all the items from my inventory, right?
Yes. So my current inventory is Dwarven Sword, Blue Mithril Chainmail, the Lacerate Shield, Flint Steel, Torch, 20 Iron Spikes, 3 grappling hooks, 60 feet of rope, 20 crossbow bolts, a crossbow, and 2 leather armor. Just a whole bunch of shit.
Did you take the leather armor from me?
Yeah, I made enough room. I was able to save both
Okay,
leather armor.
I'll take that out of my inventory then.
Well, just to throw this out there, I do have 14 slots available.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I think when it comes down to it, when we actually find treasure, I carry treasure around because I can carry up to 200 gold.
You guys are going to be loaded with treasure when you actually get to it.
I'm gonna say.
Yep, totally.
I need to make a list of my notes of the things that you have from me in case you die a horrendous death, and I need to know what things.
Well, you don't need to know. You just loot my body.
You could just screenshot your inventory too.
I'll send a screen at the end of the session, but
yeah.
Right.
Well, you don't. What if you die before then? No, I'm just kidding.
Did you see me in
What if
combat?
we kill you before
You're
that
right.
happens?
What if we kill you?
Oh, well then, that's different, I guess.
All right, but
That's a straight murder.
You guys make your way back to camp. You do have a couple. They're not any complete arrows or anything like that, but you do have a. Heidi did collect all of the arrows for you, Findle.
I really appreciate that.
What a nice companion she
Yeah, I
is.
guess I could be useful for something.
Oh, rest is so good.
You're young. You'll do fine, but you do need to keep your head down at times. That's how you survive.
Indeed.
Yes, get some rest, everyone. I don't know what is our task in the morning. We're going back out onto the
Yeah, you're a
on
part
the
of the
hex
scout
crawl
team.
map.
You're a part of the scout team, so it's not necessarily a hex crawl for this. I'm slowly converting it to a point crawl, but I haven't
Yes.
completed the map yet. But I have like the first couple sections where we are now.
Point crawl.
But yeah, you guys are a part of the scout team, so your job is to go ahead of your specific section of the caravan, which is led by Captain Knuckle, and you survey the area to make sure it's good. And honestly, it's a very high-paced job. I'm actually going to bring that up in a little bit. But yeah, you're to survey the area for danger or where you should specifically go, because he's following after you guys' advice on what you've encountered.
Ooh, since we got a lot of treasure, do we get any XP?
Yes.
I'll actually probably
GM.
Or are we doing milestone? I honestly can't remember.
I was gonna do milestone. But
okay, never mind that, because
guys,
I was looking at 0 out of 30 XP, and I was just like,
I think this does constitute level up, because you guys completely crushed what was going to be, in my mind, an extremely lethal encounter, because polar bears are no joke. And then it's 2 trained beast boys. They never even got to do anything on their turn, so I feel that's rewarded.
Now you're gonna keep dialing up the difficulty until like we have one string of bad rolls and we're gonna get like Omega destroyed by something.
This is the way of Shadowdark.
Straight to level 4.
It is the way of Shadowdark.
There's no CR, so it could be level 1 creature or level 7.
Yep, for now you guys make it another night.
What level do I roll a talent at? Do we roll a
I
talent
get
for
2
4?
hit points.
No,
I wouldn't level up just yet.
Oh,
But at the end of the session.
I thank Shune
sounds
for
good.
choosing me.
I'm going
Let's
to keep
see
in mind
here.
that I rolled a 3.
I won't
though,
level up then.
my HP.
There may or
I
may
was
not
saying
be
this,
some-
Jonathan, before, but
Mhm.
is there like a spot or like a because we're in a caravan? Is there somewhere where I can stash all the extra gear I have that I don't need to carry around, like the leather armor, one of the like some of that stuff? Like you leave it hidden in the caravan while we're going out doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have your own section of the camp too, so you could easily hide that.
Okay, perfect. All right. Then I'm going to write down some stuff I'm going to take off my inventory, but I'll have a physical list of it on paper. So
I don't know. I think you should carry it. That 8 strength score is ridiculously low.
hey, I don't want to.
He does have an extra 3 inventory slots from just being a henchman, though, so he still has like 13 slots.
13
Oh,
slots.
sorry, Jack. I kicked him in the head.
You know, Mr. Wizard Man.
Your damn spells, boy.
I wanted to play a henchman regardless of the stats, and I think it's funny that I have an 8 strength as a henchman.
I think it's a good class.
That's pretty great.
It's a pretty interesting class. Yeah.
No, I was just giving Anthony shade.
The henchman class was made by our
Hey,
good old friend Anthony.
It does what it does, and that's carry stuff really good.
Anthony's getting big now, so we gotta bash him a little bit, keep him humble.
Yeah. So you guys
Stay humble.
you guys get back to camp.
I'm pretty humble.
Is anybody doing anything specifically as you end the night, or you want to just move on to the next day?
No, I want to progress the story, so let's end
I
the night.
thank Shune for
Agreed.
choosing me.
Oh, there is actually one thing of note.
No!
Yeah.
No more! No,
I thought I satisfied your bloodlust for now, but
it's not enough. I need more.
I am very satisfied. Oh my god.
Anton, what do you think our brother Anton's like favorite type of? I guess there's not much the way in the way of like candy in this type of era, but what do you think are like brother Anton's sort of like comfort foods that he carries around with him, like snacks, something that tastes good, that sort of thing?
He's a soldier, so I feel like it would be whatever type of like sweet would be like in a package of rations for like soldiers. So we'll say something like a sweetened piece of bread, or like a sweet roll or something, like a cinnamon roll, a medieval version of a cinnamon roll, basically.
Nah, he's a cop. He just wants a donut.
Donuts.
You happen to, just as you're getting all your stuff together and everything for the night, you happen to notice that your bag is open and you see a couple crumbs that are like leading away from your bag. That specifically, once you like look into it, it's gone. Somebody has taken one of your.
I have a scowl on my face as I notice this. And I say, what in
Make
the
me a little-
name of the
I'll say a wisdom
gods?
check, a perception check to see if you can follow the trail.
A perception check.
Follow the breadcrumbs.
/R D20 plus my wisdom is 1.
Hopefully
I
good.
have a +1. That's my wisdom is 12. 11.
11.
Not very good, but not terrible.
So you follow the trail.
I have a feeling it's the guy that stole the rations the first time.
That would be a good thing to suspect, but he's in a whole other section of the caravan. He's under Brother Edrin's section, so that's across from on the other side of the camp. You see the literal breadcrumb trail leads to a couple barrels that are you guys' extra rations and everything. Yeah, it leads.
I'm gonna say so that we just got back when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't have my armor on or anything. With my spear, I take it and I flip it around to the bunt end of it, and I just shove it between the two barrels, between the two spaces, to try to smack whatever is eating my sweet rolls.
You feel like a hard thud as you smack something, and you don't see what specifically it is, but you see an indent on the ground. And you're like, ah! It's a very childlike sort of scream as you hear Wilbur's voice. Like, wait! And he shifts away from being invisible. He is a halfling after all.
Wilbur. Wilbur.
He's the kid that you dubbed as your
Oh,
squad.
yeah, okay.
Brother
He
Adrian's-
followed us out here?
No, we're back at camp, buddy.
No, he was at the... I thought he
Yeah,
stayed
you guys
back
are
at
a
the
day and a
church.
half travel away from the fort. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It
he was
appears
supposed to stay back at the church, right?
Yeah, it appears he snuck onto you guys' caravan.
that-
I say, well, isn't this interesting? As I see him.
I can explain, sir.
Well, do so, child. I'm listening.
Well,
What is the meaning of this?
You made me your squire and stuff, and so you can't. The hero can't travel without his squire. And then, you told me that when I have this staff right that you gave me right here, it gets a tip when I prove myself as a leader. And I thought there would be no better way to prove myself as a leader than faithfully traveling with you as your squire.
Oh boy, you take the wisdom and you turn it into slop. You are not old enough to be going on adventures like this. And I already have a squire. His name is Fallos.
Does anybody else see this
Yeah, you
happening?
hear this. I would probably say anybody within the vicinity, you kind of perk up at the sound of a child talking to Anton.
Oh, come now, Anton. You can always have a second halfling. There's nothing against it.
He looks heartbroken when you said that.
No laws that you're breaking.
When you say
Gotta
you already
catch
have a
'em all.
squire, when you say you already have a squire, you see he looks heartbroken at that. But I thought you made me your squire.
He
Cowan wrote it down. He wrote. Look, Cowan, open the book.
Well, technically, I did do that.
I looked at Callan, and I looked at Callan and I squint very sternly at him, and then I look back at the child and I say, "Does Brother Edrin know you're here?"
A look of pure terror goes over his face. I'll keep quiet. I'll just hide in the barrel during the day.
Young man, you cannot hide from your problems. You must do a thing that all adults must do. A coming of manhood. It is called facing the music. Come with me.
Brother Edrin always goes to sleep before this time, so we might as well just talk to him in the morning.
Oh, well, I guess we're waking him up then, because one of his children are far, far away from safety behind the walls of a fort.
I look at the kid giving him a wink and being like, he's secretly real happy that you're out here.
He gives you a thumbs up, but you see he looks terrified as you go. Just a quick time
Just
lapse.
take your licks and come back.
I don't know if Brother Anton says anything specific, but this would just be a time lapse of you bringing Wilbur to
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, well, the most horrific thing I've ever seen happen to a man is a bear tore out his innards and ate them in front of me, as I lie there bleeding to death in the snow, having nothing to eat but the bloody snow around me. For 3 days I survived this. And then we get to Edrin's tent, and I just shout, Edrin! And I, like, bunt the bottom of his cot that he's, like, sleeping in or whatever.
what is it? What in Saint Arachnus' name?
And I have my hand on the boy's shoulder, and I just have him standing in front of me as I'm patting his shoulders as he's getting yelled at.
Yeah, this is just a time lapse of him getting yelled at by Brother Adrian. You eventually have to kind of like stop Brother Adrian from like scolding him and everything. It's not like emotional abuse type of yelling, but he's enraged that Wilbur snuck on this caravan and everything, and like gives him the scolding of a lifetime. Yeah, Wilbur is put in punishment, so he's gonna be in he's gonna be near Brother Edrin basically during like the travel day and stuff. Since you guys are like already well on your way for the journey and everything, so it would be very inefficient for you to turn back now, considering the time urgency of your mission.
I tell Edrin, I say, in the morn, have the boy come to my tent. I will give him some things to do to remain busy.
Oh, cool! I get my first mission.
I just shake my head. Even with his gruff, his gruff exterior, he does chuckle a bit at the foolhardiness of this young boy.
Adrian's just like, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
In armor.
What's that?
But yeah, the night passes, and I think Brother Adrian does some sort of like military style punishment. So he makes like a martial arts style punishment. So Wilbur has to like stand in like a squat position against the wall and like think about what he's done until he's tired, and then eventually the night passes. But he does return back to your tent in the morning.
As he gets to my tent, I say, how was it sleeping out in the cold instead of in your nice warm bed back at the orphanage?
Well, I didn't really sleep a whole bunch. You see he has like bags under his eyes.
Well, unfortunately that doesn't stop what you're going to have to do. The tasks around the camp must get done. Somebody has to do them.
Well, I thought maybe we were gonna like fight monsters or something like that, or like, you know.
The only monster you'll be fighting is a pitchfork stabbing into piles of horse shit for the next 3 days.
Brother Anton, watch your language with the child.
Horse droppings.
I don't want to shuffle horse shit.
Hey,
Brother Adrian's feet.
well, young man.
Child.
we'll send you back to Brother Andrew.
It will build character for you. Make sure you feed them, restock their hay, fill their water trough, and then pitchfork their droppings and launch them out of the camp so we don't smell horse droppings. That's your first task as your new journey to becoming a soldier.
Well, can you, after I'm done with that, can you like do show me some like secret soldier training or something after?
I cross my arms and I look at him very sternly, and I say,
"I've been
we'll
practicing."
see.
And he does like a couple swings and stuff, and it's very.
I go, ho. None of that.
We could use someone to make more firewood.
I shake my head. Yes, maybe. Maybe we'll start you off swinging firewood, but first, take care of the horses. Go and help those men there, and I'm assuming there's probably soldiers that are doing the stuff with the horses, and I just tell him to go do what they're doing.
Yeah, currently, Ash the Goblin Slayer and his son Alex were still on wor- uh, the worst jobs list and stuff. So yeah, he goes over to them.
Before he goes, I'll walk over, kneel down next to him, put a hand on his shoulder. You do a very good job, and if you do, okay, I will tell you some very funny stories about Brother Anton. Alright?
This cheers him up definitely as he's eyeing the massive pile of shit that's behind all the horses and everything.
And I'll go ahead and just do some magic dabbling and inspire the kid, give him a little token.
He's very inspired.
Do I need to roll for that, or do we just do that?
And yeah, you can just do that thing. He's not going to be participating in combat, hopefully. But yeah, is anybody doing anything in the morning before you head out?
I guess I don't want to hog the spotlight, but I was going to say tell Captain Knuckle everything that, unless we just can say we just did that last night.
Yeah, you would have done
Just tell
that
him
last night
everything.
and everything.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have
okay.
said anything noteworthy other than like, the obvious stuff that you guys noted about like, especially if Findall communicated Fae stuff, he definitely would say just like be on alert for like supernatural sort of stuff.
That is what I do.
Very well. I suppose we're ready to head out.
Mulia
Alright.
feels refreshed after her long rest. She takes a deep breath. Her lungs
Reminds
feel
me.
full again.
I get back to 19 HP.
And Findle will
Also,
cast Barkskin on himself to start the day.
All right. Calvin, you do notice as you get out of your tent, there are reptilian-looking footprints that are around your tent and stuff, but you don't see the Drake anywhere.
I smile, but don't say anything to anyone. But that brings great joy to Colin.
All
somebody's
right.
popping off.
Let me see here.
Barkskin.
Yeah, the bark skin doesn't go off.
Yep,
unfortunately,
sadly, I do
as
not
you're
have
trying to
Barkskin
cast
for
it. However,
today.
you do this sort of
Son
ritual and
of a
everything,
bitch.
it starts
Yeah,
to like,
that's the one
yeah.
thing that I have advantage on as well.
This plant growth starts to cover over your body, but eventually just droops down.
I must have not got enough fucking sleep. God damn it.
You gotta say, "Get her done."
Here, done.
How would
Get
you
her
know?
done.
Warlock.
And a wizard cannot wear any sort of armor, correct? Nope, no armor.
Nope.
Oh
not-
shit! I actually just realized
not
something
so.
for you, Rothar. I did miss something real quick just before we get going on the day. Sorry, I know I have a lot of stuff happening. Let me see here. Where do I have it?
Go invisible and dodge it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find.
You go invisible and dodge it. You dodge the plot point.
I have anti-plot armor. I can't be dragged in.
There we go.
It can't be part of the plot.
I see the rusty hook and I detach it from my mouth.
The Shadowdark won't be getting you tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's a title drop.
The Shadowdark.
Where in the world
Hey,
did
hey,
I
what
put?
game are we playing again?
I think we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
No, we would still be in combat if we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll just use this.
True that.
I haven't done my bonus action.
You trying to find creepy music?
Yeah, I had a different ambiance set up, but I don't know where it is, so I'll just use this.
Do you use YouTube?
Yeah, but I think I have it in a separate playlist. I just don't feel like opening up a whole separate playlist just for one little thing. Let us see here. So, Rothar, as you go to sleep, you awaken in a dream, but you wake up, and the first thing that you kind of register is that you're inside of this like very modest, like kind of small sized wooden hut. There's moss and mold and various plant overgrowth all over the inside of this place, and you see there's one window that points out to the outside, and you see outside is this ruined, like overgrown village. And the second thing that you register is that you're waist deep in mud. You
Hmm.
s- you see a child-sized figure as your eyes are kind of adjusting and everything to this scene. Um, you look in the corner of the room and you see a child-sized figure. It has these what look like slash marks or like gashes in its body, but these gashes are like glowing with a color that you can't describe. It's not a color you've ever seen before. And these glowing wounds all over its body are oozing with mud that obscures its actual like features and everything. So you can't get any details as far as like what does its skin look like? Does it have hair? Does it have eyes? Or like, you can tell it has like fingers and stuff, but you can only really see the outline of its shape because of how much mud is like seeping out of these like multitude of wounds in its body.
And I'm in waist deep mud, you said.
Yeah.
So can I try to approach? Do I recognize this as a omen of some god? Not Shun, but maybe Mugdaleb or somebody else?
Being that you are Relthar the Chosen, I'll just say straight up without any sort of mystery to it. You do feel like this is some sort of aspect, or it might be Shun the Vile herself, but you can't tell as they're like turned away from you right now. It looks like they're like occupied with something. Their hands are like uh messing with something that you can't see because they're like turned, their back is kind of like turned to you a little bit.
I will attempt to struggle with the mud and call out, Shun, Shun, is that you? I'm your chosen one. Tell me, what do you need from me?
This childlike figure, you kind of notice more as you speak to it. Your eyes are adjusting more and more. This looks, you know this to be Shun now as this figure turns over and looks over their shoulder at you. Their shoulders are slumped. They look almost like pathetic, but not in a weak sort of way. It's almost like oppression, if that makes sense. It seems like there's a lot weighing whatever this form of Shun might be. Um, it turns over and looks at you, and it holds out a hand to beckon you to walk over.
I will, if I can get free of the mud, I will pull myself free. I'm here ever since I've read your sacred texts. I've come to your calling. Tell me, what is it you need? And I'll struggle over to this figure.
It's almost like a quicksand sort of effect. You're slowly sinking, but it's enough, just like densely packed mud that you're able to just wade through. It takes a really long time to get there and a lot of effort. Um, but you get near this aspect of Shun, and she directs your attention towards what she was occupying herself with. You see, there's these like small like shapes of mud that have like a vague humanoid shape, and she pushes it down below the surface of the mud and then picks up some more mud that's like constantly just oozing. It seems like all the mud that's like filled up this like hut that you're in, the shack, is coming from the infinitely oozing mud that's coming from the wounds in her body. But yeah, she grabs more mud and starts forming it.
Tell
And
me, what's the significance of this? Are these people? Are these ancestors?
she looks at you, and then you get this like reassuring sort of feeling as if the answer is about to come. And honestly, before you even like finish the question that you were asking, it seemed like she was about to answer, and she sent you that just flooded you with these feelings of comfort. She holds out a hand towards you to, or both hands, and asks you to grab them. Not like verbally, but you can tell that's like the gesture.
Yeah, I do. I do so. Reverently.
She motions for you to allow her to dip you into the mud as you see she slowly starts sinking.
Well, suffocation is not my favorite way to go, but okay. I trust you.
Now I'm gonna ask this for Relthar just as the character. There's no role required for this. Um, you start sinking into the mud, and I don't know how long Relthar can hold his breath, but it goes on for a time that's well past that. However, I think the most alarming thing, other than the sensation of drowning that you start feeling, is that you never die. Like it never escalates past the point of you just experiencing the sensation of drowning. Eventually the mud, like, just floods your orifices, like in your nose, your mouth, and everything. It's just this unpleasant taste of mud, and you can like feel it in like the back of your, like, your nose and everything. Does he ever let go of Shune's hand as she's this childlike figure? She's like gripping your hands as, you know it feels like hours go by to a point where you like kind of like lose track of time of just being in this drowning sort of sensation. Does he ever let go or ever attempt to like swim back up, essentially?
I would imagine not. This is probably the closest he's ever been since he's read this sacred script a while ago, and he's reassured and comforted with the handheld, and he'll suffer whatever indignation he has to. He's already been kicked out of an academy. He's been ostracized by his family and friends and colleagues, so now he's finally like redemption is here, and he's going to hold on literally to her hands while he's suffering whatever choking and the panic fear you have for being not only just under mud but like dying under mud.
Yeah, you're drowning for hours and hours upon end, and eventually this agony gives way to just a numb sensation as you once again still feel Shun reassuring you by just gripping your hand in like comforting sort of way. uh, Eventually your vision fades to black when you don't attempt to swim back up, and you open your eyes suddenly. You're not surrounded by mud. There's no mud actually on your body, and you're in this sort of like square shaped cavern. There's like underground type cavern floating above the ground, and you look down, and it's something you kind of have to like humanly, I guess, not like block out would be the best term, but that's like the best term that I can think of, just because of the sheer number of them. But you see an endless amount of these tiny humanoid sort of like statues or like figures that are on the ground. And it looks like that's what she was molding, these like humanoid sort of shapes and stuff. And you see there's like various faces on them, kind of like totem, like those Hawaiian totem things. I think they're Hawaiian, if I'm not mistaken, like the real life statues with like the uh long
Like
faces and
Easter
stuff.
Island.
Yeah,
Easter
yeah,
Island.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Yeah. That's what a lot of the faces look like, but it's just a nearly uncountable number of them. And this aspect of Shun starts floating forwards and beckons you to come with her.
I follow and ask, who are these? Are these your legions? Your followers? Your chosen?
She looks at you and nods, and you get that she floods you with like emotions of love, which is what she's like projecting towards all of these like figures and stuff. That is the most disturbing part. Is there hasn't been like a hint of like sound from this figure of Shun. But eventually, you guys stop floating and you stop above a figure that one of the small little um, clay figures that she or mud figures that she was molding. One of them is toppled over, and she picks it up and hands it to you. You, what were you about to say?
I take it, yeah. I look
Yeah,
at it.
you take the figure and you look at it. It's just like the others, except when you get to the face part, the head has been like, it looks like it's been split in half from like being broken from falling over. But you see the two halves of the face. One half is melting with like this melting into this black sludge, and then the other half is a dog-like or like wolf-like sort of shape. And Shun is, you feel this like, you feel this oppressive hatred emanating from Shun directed towards this figure. And this is the first, like, I guess, quote unquote, communication you've gotten from Shun in this entire sequence. But it's in the, she's communicating to you through your own thoughts, if that makes sense. Like it's almost like you're being forced to think a certain thing. And in your voice, you just hear in your head, I have to kill him?
These are our hated enemies. I have feelings of hatred towards this. What are these creatures? How will I know them? How will I distinguish them between the beasts of the world?
She picks up another figure and hands it to you as well. And you see this one has your face on it. She like clasps them in your hands and she starts pushing it against your chest to the point where it starts like sinking into your chest. But it's not like any sort of wounds open up or anything like that. But it like almost like phases into your chest at you, kind of like asking for her request and everything before she even like really got to it. You wake up and you get your answer, as I'll send it to you after the session for like an official description. But you get two things. One, you learn a ritual to learn a creature's true name. However, this takes your spell casting check. You have to make 3 successful spell casting checks while within near of that creature. And then you wake up and like right next to you is this obsidian dagger. And you get this implanted thought once more. Stab it into him. Like when he is dying, stab this into him. Yeah.
Yeah, I just inherently know that this is the ritual I need to know and perform. This is the dagger with the ritual.
Yeah, like you can tell that it's the way that Shune, this is the first time you communicated with her in such a direct way, but you have heard from other acolytes of Shune the Vile that she often communicates to people through their own thoughts. It's like esoteric sort of way of communication.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have
renewed purpose and vigor and feeling great about my chosen life path for once.
Indeed, that was just a quick thing that I.
And I'm not covered in mud.
You are not covered in mud, thankfully enough.
Although a good mud scrub does help molecules and all.
But this is going to be another day of travel, though.
So I'll just call that Spa Day with Shune.
Yep. That's going to be the title of the episode.
Mud wrestling!
More seaweed wrap!
Let me see here. So I don't have I'll have the point crawl map fully set up because originally I was going to do this as a hex crawl, but the point crawl just saves a lot more time and stuff. I have it right here. So you guys can choose to go. Oh, this is a good point to bring up travel rolls. 1 second. I'll send this to you guys. So I've been theorizing on how to implement travel rolls into Shadowdark in a way that like lets everybody be able to do their thing. So let me send this to you right quick.
I only see a picture of trees. Are you showing a point crawl on this image?
Yeah, once I'll have that fully made. I'll have that fully made for next session. Is what I mean. Like I'll display that on the. It's not ready for display. Is what I'm trying to say.
I got you. Okay.
I love it how we have Christmas music in the background.
We have to use our imagination.
Does this strike you as Christmas
I had the imagination.
It's like the same. It's obviously rendition differently. I can't remember the song name off the top of my head.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's the song.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of that either, but it's famous.
It's easier to explain if you guys can see the picture. But essentially, it's up to you guys what travel rolls you want to take. So there's the scout that's going to be making a wisdom check. That's just like for spotting danger and everything. That it prevents you from being able to be surprised. So multiple people can take the same roll, but the highest roll result of the travel roll will be counted. So let's say 2 people decide to become the scout, and one person rolls an 11, one person rolls a 15. You would take the results of the 15. So it's like you're increasing your chances of success in one area if everybody like delves into it. Forager is basically you can do that once per day whenever you want. But that's just foraging for food and stuff. And then a strider sets your travel pace. So that's like you picking the best path that would be like time efficient for both you and the caravan, that sort of deal. And your success on that will add 1 point of travel to your for each success margin that you get to a max of 4, because you can move 1d4 points per day. And that's essentially yeah.
I think Findle would do some foraging then, if those are the options.
I have scout as my background, so I think I'm gonna do the scouting roll because I think I should get advantage on that.
Yeah, you'll get advantage on that because of your background.
Mulia has high dexterity, so she like to climb trees and help the scouting outfit. Does that make sense from a higher vantage point?
Yeah. You can go ahead and make a wisdom check as well. What did you get on your wisdom check, Phalos?
Let's see.
I will say while you guys are picking your travel rolls
I
for
got
the day.
an 18 plus 19. 19.
Yeah, it's 19. All right. Yeah, while you guys are picking your travel rolls, just to describe the general weather and everything, it has definitely gotten colder than it was before. Snow is starting to it's not at a full blizzard yet, but you can tell maybe given one or more or 2 more days of this type of weather, it might develop into that sort of deal. Extremely frigid, cold, windy. There's snow falling at a decent amount. It's enough for it to start packing on the ground, and there's a thick fog that's all around you guys. So if any interactions were to happen during this day, your sight range is near, essentially. This is very harsh. Yeah.
What do we know which directions we can go in, or are we just kind of on a straight path on this point crawl currently?
Yeah, I'm about to tell you. I just wanted to see what travel rolls everybody wanted to take before we got to
Is there enough for all of us? Or just
right now
4
I have
people?
Right now I have 3 travel rolls, but multiple people can do the same thing, because foraging is just foraging for yourself. Scouting, the more people that do it gets a higher chance of success. Since I'll just
Which one was the best one for? There's none for Constitution, I'm assuming.
Not for Constitution, no.
What about Wisdom? You said
Yeah.
that was foraging.
Wisdom is scouting and foraging. Yeah.
I can do a Wisdom one. I can
Cool.
do.
Yeah, Findle's gonna do some foraging.
I know you only
Not
you have
great
these,
at though.
but you have these 3s listed. But GM, could I ask for another one where I'm sort of on lookout duty, where I can help with if there's an encounter, not being surprised, or help with initiative roll, or help with just avoiding obvious trouble by having a lookout roll instead of a scouting?
I mean, that is functionally.
Oh, I see. Scouting is the party's
Yeah.
danger. I thought scouting was like a trailblazer. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Oh shoot! You guys don't even need a pacer for today. You can move 4 points. So. Yeah, you can definitely double up on the scouting if you want. For Anton, that's a 17 for your foraging roll. So you step your ration die up by 1 step from whatever it is.
Whoa! I get a D8.
Findal, you're not able to succeed today. I think just the backlash from the magic is kind of messing with your mind a little bit. So
I'm definitely contemplating a lot on these fey spirits. They could be bewitching me even in this moment. Damn gremlins.
What did Mulia get for? Okay, that's
Not great. It wasn't great. It was a 5.
And I think the last one is Cowan. I think you still have to pick your travel roll for the day.
I was thinking about doing the Strider, but you said...
Can he talk to the terrain in a very charismatic way to help us move faster?
Maybe write about its history.
Can he sing or get us encouraged to
thinking
check
about keeping the party with charisma to do that, but he said I don't think it's gonna
You
matter.
could do storytelling to keep us encouraged and hopeful,
Yeah.
entertained as we travel.
Yeah, that's all cool. It's just I rolled a 4. You can travel a max of 4 points in a day, and I literally rolled a 4 on the D4. So it's like, yeah,
Exactly.
that's the one.
I didn't pick a roll. I'll do foraging as well, and do an intelligence roll.
So what was the highest scouting roll? What did you get, Fallows, for your thing? That was a 19. Okay, yeah. So you
Out of 19, yeah.
Yeah,
every-
Fallows, as usual, the main character of this tale.
Walking ahead everyone with my new crossbow because I took one of the I didn't have a ranged weapon, so I took one of the crossbows we got.
Yeah.
I don't see anything, guys. I think we're pretty good for right now.
I did not forge. Relthar did not forge.
So you guys can choose to head. You're heading east to the church, to a temple of Madeira, the Covenant. So you can choose to either go northeast or southeast. I'll say for reference, for southeast, it looks like it's a large amount of ridges. It seems like this is where the peak of like the hilly and like ridge type regions kind of lower into the region where you guys were at, where it was like a hilly like sort of marshland. So it gets taller in that direction, southeast. And northeast you see honestly a very vibrant forest considering the cold climate that you guys are in.
Alright, so I say all of that to you guys because I'm scouting.
Forest sounds better than marsh?
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be where those fey creatures are. That shot
Potentially.
the bear. Which may
Potentially.
lead to more combat.
I definitely
I am all for more combat.
I definitely think going to the forest would be smarter. With this caravan, it'd be if any of us get stuck in the marsh, that'd be awful. Any of our I assume we have carts, right? There's carts in the caravan. Like
we would be best to avoid any wyverns or flying beasts as well, and the forest does that well.
Yes, I prefer to be covered.
To clarify, northeast was the forested region, and then the southeast, it's not a marsh. You guys are exiting a marsh, hilly marshland. Southeast is a ridge type area. Cliffy rockland sort of thing.
I say we go to the forest.
I'd agree. I don't think the carts will fare much by going up a mountain.
Well, it's all dangerous in the Shadowdark, but I vote for the forest.
I'll trust the wisdom of Brother Anton.
To the forest
it is.
Then. We're on horses, right? I just picture
you're on
walking.
horses.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that actually is a good point. So I don't know who is going to decide to have like the sidekick seat, but eventually somebody like a seat has to be made for Mulia because that is the curse of your infernal chain. As you get close to your horse,
That's right.
As you get close to your horse, you hear the entity inside your chain say, "Vile creature," and the horse is like it's not rocking with you at all. It's the sort of thing where, like, even if she tries to get on the back of one of you guys' horses with you, it'll buck you off. So you kind of have to make a a sled almost or something to tie it to a horse.
Yeah, she'll be happy to be hoisted
Or just throw her on a
something. Yeah, like a cart-like thing. A
Or
makeshift
walk.
cart.
I'm sure there's a lot of people walking.
She can do that too.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to be full speed on the horse's gesture. She can walk with you or sit in the... I'll say there's like a small supply cart and everything that was used for smaller supplies that they clear out for Mulia.
That's great, thanks.
Let me see here. So, you guys head northeast. I'll let everybody make like a little intelligence check. Findall, yours will be with advantage. As you see, there's a very special type of like flora in this area.
Interesting.
Make an intelligence check, you said?
Yeah. This is just see if you have any sort of like... You might have heard about these before.
Damn, my rolls are fucking balls.
Yikes.
Hey, got an 8. Ooh. I'm just watching the road as we're going along. Not.
No, that makes sense. Does Anton and Cowan want to try to for this intelligence? Honestly, Mulia got it, so never mind. You don't really need to. It kind of makes sense why you would know Mulia. Findle, I feel like you might have heard some talkings about it, but you haven't really seen one for yourself yet. So it's not as...
Or I'm just distracted.
Yeah, it could be whatever sort of way you want to... whatever way you flavor it. But this forest you guys are heading into is filled with a certain type of tree. I'm a little bit all over the place. I think you actually would know, considering you worship Geed. This is essentially a like holy tree to druids and nature folk. They're called Fearwood trees. They're like these really wide, but definitely shorter than average trees. What is it? Like a tree is on average like 25, 40 feet tall. These ones would be like 12 to 20 feet tall. But they're a very ancient type of tree that grows very slowly. But the sap it carries has like very potent medicinal properties. For reference, if any of you guys tried to, I don't know who foraged, but I would say you probably get like one use of like you know how the ranger has that healing salve that heals 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would have like basically like one use of that sort of thing from like the sap and stuff. It just takes up one slot to like store it. But yeah, Fearwood trees have like very potent medicinal properties, and they're usually protected by druids, nature conservationists, all that type of stuff. But the reason it's called Fearwood is because they have numerous amounts of holes in them, but they're less common, or like they're less in number and larger at the bottom of the tree, and there's more of them near the top. So it almost has a little bit of like a faint look to it, like its faces, kind of like that painting of like the dude that's like screaming and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The scream.
Yeah. It looks like there's like multiple like screaming faces along the trees, just because, especially when it's dark, all you see is two small like holes that might be eyes, and then like a larger hole that looks like a mouth, especially when it's like dark. So
Sounds like the shaded woods trees in Dark Souls 2.
that's why
do we know why the trees? Would I know why the trees look like that? What's the function of the holes?
I don't know much about plants in real life, but they definitely have. They're an ancient tree, so it would be like some sort of like probably like it's better at like siphoning oxygen-rich air or something like that, or like passive moisture in the air to
Makes sense.
or like that sort of thing.
Wow, you didn't learn about trees for a game? Come on.
Yeah, you're not an arborist now. So I'll show anybody, if it's something that Findle thinks is a wise decision, of how to kind of tap the tree sap, kind of almost like a rubber tree, where you're doing it in like V formations and one slit in the middle and kind of like set it up. It's probably worth at least collecting some of the sap if it looks like it's healthy.
Yeah, they're particularly noteworthy just because of how long they've survived. In a time like the Ruination, things that are they're kind of seen as sacred, like in a remnant of a forgotten age. But as you guys travel further, you notice that there's various, I wouldn't call them structures since they're built to be in the trees, but you see a couple of the bigger trees have a structure, sort of like complex built around. It seemed like there's like people staying here, and you get an immediate tell that there's like activity as you hear like muffled sounds of like somebody having an argument in the distance as you approach.
Are we away from the caravan, or are we with the caravan?
No, you're scouting ahead. This is like while you're on your thing. It's not necessarily like screaming as in like somebody's getting attacked, but as you move further forwards, you notice that this is actually a shrine to Geed. Like there's various writings in Sylvan specifically that are like written as like not scriptures, but like praises to Geed, and eventually it gets to like a shrine with like a stag a humanoid like stag figure and stuff, and there's like various amounts of like flora and like rare plants that are like placed in front of it as offerings. But you see in the distance, a little ways away, not like super far away, but you see towards the end of this like sort of area, there are two centaurs that are like in a fierce argument with three humans, or two adult adult men, human men, and then one older looking dwarven woman that are currently like in an argument with the centaurs, and it seems like the centaurs are like getting agitated for whatever reason and like slightly aggressive.
And they're speaking in Sylvan.
Yeah, it seems like there's like the one elderly dwarf woman is like being the translator here.
Do any of them look like that they carry the right type of arrows? Do any of them have quivers slung over them?
Yeah, there's quivers on their back, but you see there's just regular wooden arrows or anything. You don't see, at least from what you can tell, you would probably have to get like up close to see if there's anything written on them, but you don't sense that. Yeah.
Maybe the is the fletching the same from what potentially do I recognize any of the fletching on their arrows to be the same that were sticking out of the polar bear?
That's a good point. No, it's not the same.
Okay.
Especially because those other arrows were like a brass-looking type of metal that they were made of.
The fletching is the feathers on the.
Yeah, I
the,
guess that was.
Okay,
that might
gotcha.
be what it was, yeah.
Word.
You kind of overhear
Alright.
like the centaurs are like, "You dare step upon these lands! I should strike you down where you stand now." And the dwarven woman is basically explaining like, "We've got nowhere else to go. Our village is going tits up and we need something now. Just let us have one tree." And they're like going back and forth. The centaur is like staunchly refusing, and you see the other one is kind of like slowly moving his hand towards his weapons as the negotiation seems like it's like breaking down a little bit.
I, against my better judgment, Findle will come out in the open. Fare thee well, brothers and sisters. Judge a tree not by its bark, but by the fruit it bears. Let's all calm down, and I'm sure that all of us being observant of our great god S.O.C.K, that we can work this out together.
He snaps at you as you step out, like, like a little ways away. "You stop right there. You step on hallowed ground, holy land. Your kind is not welcome here."
I kind of like move my hair back a little bit to show my pointed ears. I'm just as much from the first world as you are, sir. I have just as much right to be here, especially under the goddess's watchful eye. I'm an aspirant of hers as well.
They look at each other, puzzled for a second.
Is this not a shrine for her glory?
"It is indeed. And these mortals, these filth, attempted to chop down one of our trees. These trees have stood for centuries."
Well, that wasn't a particularly smart idea, was it? Looking at the dwarf and the two men. What do you have to say for that?
"You gotta understand. Our village recently got attacked by something. I don't know. I wasn't there when it happened, but the market's crashing. All the merchants are leaving. The ruler's deciding to allocate leadership down to the people. We don't know what to do. I've got a family to look after, you understand."
Would I gather if these people are from the same settlement that we're going towards, that has the Temple of Madeira?
No, this isn't the same settlement. No,
Okay.
they're talking about.
So your answer to that was to chop down Fearwood trees?
There's no more fertile plant life for miles near our village. We're from Bloomberg. It's a trading town near here.
I guess would Findle recognize Bloomberg and any else of my party members that are in earshot?
Yeah, you guys are experienced crawlers and have been traveling for a while. So Bloomberg is one of many travel towns, which is differentiating themselves from a regular town like Fort Fairhollow, where it's a lot more permanent. Travel towns are kind of built to like set up shop, and then it's like mainly for merchants will usually live there because it's set up at spots where crawlers will commonly pass through. So it's seen as like like if you want to make money quick, that sort of thing, you set up in a merchant town, but you know, it's like stiff competition for like crawlers that are passing through and stuff.
All right. I will. So Findle kind of reacts to that. Everybody has been affected by the summer snows. Fairhollow is also having troubles of its own. And we're looking to fix these, make the cold go back to where it belongs so that we can harvest when we should. Now, we're on a mission to be able to fix that, and I don't think that killing these trees or disturbing these centaurs are gonna make Bloomberg fare any better.
I understand. I'm not asking for the whole damn forest. We just need at least one tree. One of these things would sell a fortune. My business is about to go under after this. I don't have any other way to make money after this.
I think it has less to do with your business than it does survival, because what has been awoken is going to kill this land. This is only the beginning. Don't you find it strange that it's snowing in August?
I don't know what the reason is. That doesn't change the fact that I gotta feed my family.
Well, I don't think.
You think I'm about to go into a market crash being one of the I'm trying to think of the word. She would basically say something along the lines of like, the market is crashing, so only the top businesses are going to survive, or like the smaller businesses are going to get buried underneath all of this you know, essentially a political disarray and stuff in their town. So they're just trying to basically make it so their company can stay afloat and not crash down.
Well, I think I think there's bigger issues. I understand that you're looking to stay afloat economically, but I think pissing off some centaurs that are likely to kill you is not going to really do you many favors. You're better finding wealth elsewhere than being dead here.
She this is you can tell that she's like a very old dwarf because she doesn't have any of like that anger or anything like that. She's like very much mellowed out. She like runs up to you and like falls to her knees, like begging you, like in front of your horse and everything. You don't understand. I've got nowhere else to go.
You can come with us. We have a caravan. We're just the scouts looking for a clear way to travel. We look to remind me of the settlement's name that we're going to.
Bloomberg.
Oh, I thought that's where she's from.
Yeah, she's. Wait, no, I thought you were asking the.
No, I'm asking
you're heading
where
to
we're
the
going.
Temple of Madeira. It's not necessarily a settlement, but it's a temple. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. We're going to the Temple of Madeira for some answers, to be able to cure this blight. But that would be a safe place for you and your others to go, and it's safer in numbers if you want to join us.
They kind of look at each other and they're like, that doesn't solve when I'm supposed to set up shop at a temple?
Yes, better than nothing. You can sell to us. We've got at least 30, 40 strong that could use all sorts of different goods. We are...
Go ahead.
Go on.
No, she was like kind of like interrupt you and be like, "We're not asking for a custom like a one-time customer like that. We need business. This is how I feed my family. I've been running a lumber company for almost 50 years by this point."
I don't think you quite get it. You're not going to have customers if this land dies from winter. The winter's not going to cease until we destroy the thing that was awakened.
What about Fort Fairhollow? I step out from behind a tree.
I'm like,
I heard
I have
things.
friends.
I heard things were going bad there. I have a good thing set up in Bloomberg. All I need is just to stay afloat for a couple more weeks. I'll figure it out.
Well, the occupants of this forest do not seem very keen on donating their forest to you, friend, so what other choice do you have?
You could try to convince them. Maybe they might not listen to us. I know a bit of Sylvan, but maybe it might sound better coming from an elf.
I am
I'm
no
not-
elf.
I'm not in the business of helping you keep economically viable. That is an unfortunate circumstance of these times, but you're not going to have any buyers here soon. There's, like you said, if Bloomberg is falling apart and there's only going to maybe be a couple businesses left standing, most of them are going to leave. And if we don't fix this problem, it's all going to fall apart. These lands are going to be a waste. It won't matter if you chop down a tree today to keep afloat for a few more weeks, because in a few more weeks, it's only going to get worse until we make it better. So my suggestion would be, is for you and your people to come with us. We can help you out at the Temple of Madeira, and you leave these centaurs alone, because these trees aren't going to get you out of your fix.
She kind of looks sullen for a second and looks back at the centaurs, who are like death glaring them, hands on their the hilts of their swords and stuff like that. And she just kind of like shrugs her shoulders in defeat and be like, "Fine, we'll come with you. We got to stop by Bloomberg to get my family, though."
I guess how far is Bloomberg if I know where this is?
From where you guys are, you guys actually should be able to get there in the end of the day because you rolled to get 4 points in a single day.
That sounds like a good place for our caravan to stop, and we can get a general idea of what's going on. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think we would save the entire fort if we just make that our new hub area.
Yeah, right? Just be like, peace, Fairhollow, never again.
Yes.
Alright, well then we'll join you. We'll have to go talk to our caravan to spin them the right direction, but I think they would actually quite like a roof over their head. I will approach the centaurs and in Sylvan be like, "We're sorry for the disturbance in your woods, but if you'd be so kind to share a kindness for a kindness, if you can give us any sort of information of this general locale, we're going to be passing through here and we're looking for any sort of dangers that we may avoid or lands that we shouldn't trespass on."
Let me see.
And I probably smell like them, like I'm like that same level of musk.
Yeah, this is the first time you're someone isn't disturbed by your smell.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they would basically just communicate to you or thank you for making it so they didn't have to turn them into paste, essentially, fertilizer for the plants. But they communicate. There's not usually anything dangerous around, but they sense something to the south that is giving them great unease. But it's like a fair distance away.
Okay.
They do communicate that they've had to drive off a couple people from Bloomberg before, as Fearwood trees are like so rare and ancient to the point where like even a regular person would be able to look at that and be like, that's an old tree, or like it looks like something that's like from a not from this era, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Like very primeval or something like
Yeah,
that.
so they've had to drive off a couple people from Bloomberg or like any other passerbys and stuff.
In return, we would like to harvest a bit of sap. Obviously not killing it, and I know how to do it correctly to where the tree won't be harmed. There are ways. They may even know.
If you wish to partake of the divine blood of Geed herself, we require an offering to the shrine.
Absolutely. I will give the shrine salt, meat, and herb.
So that would just be like basically like one step from your rations, essentially.
Either one step from my rations, or like I would kind of think a bit of like I'm gonna go trap something fresh, that isn't just like processed, because I'm kind of thinking nature god sort of thing. Like I would collect all of the things necessary except for the salt, to make a proper sacrifice to Geed. Find me a squirrel or a bird or something like that.
You already made your foraging thing for the day. So yeah, it would have to be like, mechanically speaking, this is like a sort of thing like they would explain. This is like customary, like Geed religious like practices and everything that nature gives as it takes. So it would have to be like, you are going to get like, you know, obviously you have a healing salve, which would be very like important for if you like went down or something like that. It's just 1 HP, but it is a healing salve that
totally
all of you would get if you did give an actual offering. Like you'd have to give up something from your inventory.
Something from my inventory.
Other than gold.
Phallos, dig deep.
Dig deep.
I have a longsword.
I can't believe you didn't say Geeter done.
Either done.
What are they looking for? Like, what kind of offering here?
They require a genuine offering of giving of something of like, you know, at least not like complete significance.
Does this ever expire? This healing thing?
This particularly why it's so valuable. Like the Fearwood
be
trees,
something
like,
good.
Yeah.
So, I guess I will, if it has to be something from my inventory and not something that I could go, like, hunt right now and collect right now, then I guess I'll just use, my rations.
Yeah, it would have to be something that's an actual genuine offering and not just, oh yeah, I'll drop like 2 copper on the ground or something.
Oh,
I'm not trying to, I don't even have any gold.
You should have done that, Ian. Oh.
I mean, I can offer up.
I leave some toenail clippings at it.
Yeah, do it. Do a whole
knowing
toe.
How much they like nature
Fingers.
and stuff. I could offer up the King's Bark crossbow I have.
Whoa!
Finally made
yeah,
and
that's-
stuff that we just got.
Yeah.
I think they want toes and fingers.
Toes and fingers. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's what is going to go down. I mean, you can if you want. That is an offering, but they didn't ask.
Halfling toes are a delicacy in this part, I hear.
Somebody go get Wilbur.
Well, then
Yeah.
I guess I will give the requisite rations to
Just one step.
get
You don't have to give the
a
entirety.
healing spell. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I only have a D4, so that is the last of it.
Well, that is an actual genuine offering that Geed would. That's like a significant sort of thing.
Okay, sounds good.
Is anybody else giving an offering for some the tree sap?
I seem to be a bit. Would 10 crossbow bolts be suffice?
Bartering.
Yeah, it's more so about the. This is like divine.
It has
sort
to
of thing.
mean
Yeah, it has
something
to
to
actually
me.
mean something. Like if your
I
if your
see.
character wouldn't care, or like you, the player, simultaneously wouldn't care about giving it up, it's not going to work. That sort of thing.
Here, I'll show him how to give a sacrifice. I will go up and lop off my pinky finger and hand it.
Jesus Christ, no.
God, hell yeah.
It'll be on my left hand. It's not the useful
Go,
one.
"Ah!"
Like, shink! The longsword. How do they take that present?
Are you actually like I can't tell if you're BSing.
I'm serious, but I'm a warlock.
I'll chop off a
Part of
fucking
your
finger
fucking
for
pinky?
it.
Holy
I'm gonna
shit,
show
bro.
these people how cults are. How you follow in a cult?
All right, yeah. So you walk up and chop off your finger. They look startled, or not startled. They look stunned at this. And you see one of them is like almost. One of them is like taller and like a little bit more lean, and the other one is like a little bit shorter, but a lot more stout and muscular. The taller one kind of like covers its face, and you can see they like are moved to tears by this like gesture and stuff. So I'm gonna give you a luck token. So you get the sap, but you get a luck token, as do you, Fendal. But yours specifically, Relthar, yours will be rolled with advantage when you use it.
Sweet.
For this being like you chopped off your own fucking finger to, god damn.
I'll role play a difficulty with my left hand from here on out. You can call me Lefty.
Yeah, I got to figure out what sort of thing would come up from you missing a finger.
Relthar, 9 fingers.
Rolfa the Ninth.
But all right, yeah, Anton, you do get the sap as well because I'm pretty sure you gave. What did you give?
Well, I was gonna give 10 crossbow bolts because that's really all I have.
Oh, that's all you. It's more so about the gesture rather than like, you having to give.
If I give a bit of my rations, not all of them, would that suffice?
Yeah, it would just
because
be
I have
one
a
step.
D8 right now, so I could do.
Yeah, so it would step down to a D6.
Okay, I'll leave some of my fresh rations that I have found.
Yeah, so you get the sap.
I was
yeah.
salivating at the thought of eating them later, but alas, I shall leave them, and I get a healing salve.
I think what Mulia will do is, if you recall, she has a cloth that she covers her face with, and she doesn't show anyone her face because she doesn't want people to recognize her as a noble.
Mhm.
Well, she's going to take that cloth off and give that to as an offering, as both an offering to Geet, who she follows, but also as a way to connect with the people she's just joined, right? To not hide herself from them in a way, which really kind of embraces the spirit of Geet, which is of growth and connection.
Yeah,
She'll do that.
as you do this is very significant also because you're an assassin too, and that's like their whole thing. Like anonymity is like the lifeblood of being an assassin. So, as you do this, your chain is whispering to you, "Do not give that vile creature anything," and then you have to like stamp it out. Yeah, you guys see Mulia take off her mask for the first time. So yeah, you do get sap as well.
Thank you.
All right, well, you make your way. You now have these. You don't necessarily have to write them down since they're not going to come up, as far as I know. The 3 lumberjacks that you guys are now traveling in tow with are known as the 2 adult men are Tyr and Haldor, and then the leader, who appears to be the elderly dwarven woman, is named Ethel. But yeah, they're
Ethel, Tyr, and Haldor. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That definitely could have turned to combat depending upon how that went, but you guys handled it about as best as you could. Let me see here. I think this is a good point to wrap it up. As you guys are, let me see here. Sorry, I was just reading something. As we wrap up the session, you guys see Bloomberg in the distance, and it's a startling sight. As any of you who would have heard of Bloomberg, it's one of the better trading towns in the area. It's known for the reason it's called Bloomberg is because it's known for the vast amount of like flowers and various species that grow in the area, and especially around the vicinity of the settlement, and that gives it this like very beautiful appearance. It's often called the rainbow of the forest, essentially because of the cascading, variety of colors in the fields. But it's a barren field that you guys see because of this harsh winter. And as we close out the session, the most noteworthy thing is that you see two main things strewn about this barren field. One, you see skeletons, most of them battered and broken and missing body parts, but you see skeletons of these humanoid, sort of like, not horse-like, but goat-like features on like the head. There's like, as you see, like there's like horns, and then there's like hooved feet and legs and stuff that match like a goat for these skeletons. But
Are they bipedal, or are they
Bipedal,
actual
yeah.
just goats?
yeah, I described that completely backwards. Humanoid, bipedal goat,
Cool.
yeah, skeletons, or goatmen skeletons, and all throughout this field, they're kind of like filled with snow now. But you see massive craters that look like hoof prints,
Oh shit.
and that is where we'll end the session.
Okie dokie.
Hmm.
Wow.